Welcome back, everyone. Today I'm going to call this just conversation with, and the reason why, let me explain. I had two artists booked, two interviews. One artist asked to reschedule. The second artist, it took him like 2 weeks to say, you know what, I'm not going to be able to confirm, I'm not going to be able to be there. So many of you have DM'd me or emailed me and told me, you know, Tony, don't cancel the show. And I don't usually cancel anything. I'll just try to get a replacement or whatnot. But the thing is this, that today I just wanted to do something a little bit different. You know what? I just figured, let me go live. We'll take some phone calls, give you guys an opportunity to call in. So from here on out, let's just say an artist decides at the last minute to reschedule. This is what I'm going to do. And so we are going to be taking calls eventually, but I do want to have a conversation with someone here. And before I introduce him, let me go ahead and give Freaky Tales a plug. There is a guest that I will have here next Friday. Okay, somebody that I've been trying to get for like possibly almost a year now. And we finally spoke, and he agreed to be here next Friday on Freaky Tales. And this man, I mean, he probably won't say this about himself, but to a lot of us, you know, a Chicano from East Los did some history here. And I wanted him to come in and talk about the person that he helped persecute, if you will, so that he would get incarcerated. And so we're going to go ahead, and I'm not going to say his name, but starting next week, I will start promoting that on Friday of next week at 8 o'clock, we're going to have a very special guest. And I just want to encourage all of you guys to call up family members, those of you that remember when this individual was out and about on the streets. This man helped us put him behind bars, okay? And he's going to share a story. Also, if I tag you guys, I'm asking you guys to please repost it. Let's get everybody to chime in. And this man also has special announcement as well, because he will be honored here in Los Angeles very, very soon for what he did, for what he was a part of. But other than that, my special guest today, who I will be conversating with, is none other than my co-host of Freaky Tales, Marvelous Inc. Marvelous, how are you? How are you, bro?
What's up, bro? I'm doing good.
I'm glad you're here. And one thing that I do want to say, not only do I love conversating with you, do I love sharing with you when we go live on Freaky Tales. And once again, I want to thank you for being a part of this show. But there are many things that when I listen to you, I learn a lot. And it encourages me and it inspires me to go and do research when things that I hear that I possibly think, you know what, let me look into it myself. But you encourage us as well, and the listeners, to whatever I say, you know what, you can laugh or you can mock if you want, but go check it out. And you always encourage us. DM me and let's talk about it. Mm-hmm. So,
righteous.
Yeah. So once again, thank you for being here, man. You know what? And like I said, we're just going to talk, and eventually we'll open up the lines, and people want to call and people want to chat. They could ask whatever. We're not necessarily sticking to one specific topic. But first and foremost, I want to ask you, I know you were here Friday, but how was your Saturday and Sunday? How did you spend it?
It was cool, bro. Just chilled with my kids and stuff. Did a little bit of shopping, a little bit of cleaning. Yeah, that's about it, bro. Just family thing.
Now, are you the type of guy that ever goes hiking or goes to the gym or goes to the movies? Like what if like one day you just have it completely off and you have it to yourself? What would Marvelous Inc. do?
I do, bro. I do. I like hiking. A hiking spot that I like is one of my favorite spots. It's Chantry Flats. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
It's right by Eden Canyon. It's in Altadena, and it has 3 jumps. Like I think it's like a 2 miles in, a 2 mile hike in, and it has 3 jumps into the water. And what's cool about this spot is that it's called Chantry Flats. Is that the water has been running there so long between the rocks that it made grooves in the rocks that you could slide down from one little pool to the other one. And it has like a 50-foot jump, a 20-foot jump, and like a 10-foot jump. It's pretty dope. It's bad.
I would like to do that, because the only time that I go like out that way is when I go to it's the what do you call it? The one that they have that little museum, and there's a Hollywood sign.
Or the observatory?
Observatory.
Oh, right. Yeah, that one's dope too.
Yeah.
You know what? I never did the hike to the Hollywood sign. I never done that one either. They say that one's haunted.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that one, but I would like to go.
Yeah, that one's pretty crazy.
I would definitely like to go check that one out.
Yeah.
But I also would like to go and check yours out because you said there's water over there.
Yeah,
right?
it's bad. It's water.
Okay, see, this one has no water.
All right.
You know, but the view is amazing, man. It's amazing. So, you know what? Here's another thing, because during the week, me and you send each other stuff via DM or text message, and a lot of it has to do with documentaries or stuff on Netflix or whatnot.
Yep.
People may be interested whenever you do have time to watch something, whether it's on TV or on the phone. What type of stuff do you like to watch, or what type of stuff do you like to research, maybe possibly while you're working?
Man, you know what, bro? I'm like, I think somebody called me. I was tatty one day and I was watching something, and I told them, you know, excuse me, I'm sorry if this is boring you, but they're like, you're a fucking cholo nerd. Like, I'm a nerd, bro. Like, I watch like stuff on frequency, on physics. I'll watch stuff on. I like to do, if I could do an experiment, I would like to do it, bro. I need to be proven. Like, I want to see it happen. I want to prove it to me. Like, I'm so like a skeptic of a lot of things that people come up with, like especially when it comes to conspiracies, like the flat earth and whatever. Like, I need to see demonstrations, bro. I need to see actual stuff that's gonna, you know,
instead of somebody just telling you about it.
Yeah, you know, I can't go by that or reading something that somebody wrote in a book. Like, I can't go. I need to see the actual thing, you know?
Yeah. You know, but you know what? I've always been the same way, is that somebody can tell you something, and I'm not going to be one to just believe it because he said it or because he wrote 20 books.
Right.
I want to see proof. It's kind of like the whole thing about UFOs.
Yep.
You know, there's millions of people that believe that stuff. I just need a little bit more than what you wrote in your silly book.
Righteous.
You know, because there are books that are this big that can hold open a library door, man, if you put it there, you know. But they're so this big, and that big is not going to convince me.
Right.
When you have no proof other than, you know, my years of studying and, you know, whatever.
Yep.
But are you one of those guys that like to watch? Because I am. Like murder mysteries or like forensic files, autopsies.
I love that, bro. You know, it's a trip, and I went as far as there's a YouTube channel. I forgot the name of the channel. I kind of wouldn't want to say it anyways, but it's a and it was what was crazy about it. I wanted to see because a long time ago, I guess a long time ago, it was some years back that somebody offered me a job to go clean up crime scenes.
Really?
Yeah. So it's this I guess I don't know if they work for the LA coroners, but it's a special place where they hire like felons and stuff, and you know, it's easy for them to get a job. They don't do a background check, and they just go clean up the blood. They clean up guts, they pick up brains, and they spray these certain chemicals that clean up because a lot of it's like it turns toxic or whatever they say. And they clean up crime scenes. So I was really like, I wanted to see what it looked like, you know. So I typed in, you know, crime scene cleaning or whatever, and this whole YouTube page popped up where they go to crime scenes, bro, and they show the bodies being they're all bloated or they're already decomposing and stuff. And it's pretty. It'll turn your stomach, bro. You know, you think you could handle, or maybe some people couldn't handle that, you know. But seeing so much of that shit, it kind of like, damn, I don't want to see that no more, man. It's kind of messed up, you know. You know,
I probably pretty much already know your answer, but let me ask you this: in person, have you ever seen a dead body?
Yeah.
Other than like at a mortuary, but like on the streets,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, and I pretty much already living in the barrio. It happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I seen it twice, bro, and it just really mentally like fucked me up. I don't do good. I'll be honest. Even at mortuaries, I do not do good amongst the dead, bro. I do not. And I won't mention his name because out of respect for him and the homies. One of the last funerals I went to was somebody that hung himself.
Oh man.
So I went there and I got, you know, somewhat close, you know, and I was looking at him, and you can literally see the rope still right here. I thought that was only in movies. But no, it left the imprint around, you know, his neck. And I just said to myself, I can't do this shit no more, man. You know, when you're going to homie funerals like every month or if not every other week, like I'm good with that.
Yep.
You know,
it was a messed up one for me to see, and I seen quite a few of them, bodies or dead bodies. But Robin Williams, bro, have you ever seen the Robin Williams photos?
No.
Yeah.
That's available?
That is messed up. That one. Cause there's people that they get hung and the rope or the string or whatever they tie it'll stop at a certain point. But this one, Robin Williams, and no disrespect, but this belt was pulled. Like his neck was like the size of my wrist, bro.
Holy
That's how tight it was. It was real tight. But I mean, I'll show you the pictures after. I got him. I got him, bro.
Now let me ask you this: after seeing those pictures, do you think he was strangled, or do you think that he did it himself?
Well, I mean, I believe he was sacrificed. Yeah, they killed him.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Because correct me if I'm wrong, because I know they were saying something like that he sat down, he put a belt around, tied it around, and then just kind of leaned forward.
Yeah, there was no possible way for that belt to be pulled that hard. No way. Even after a certain amount of time, that belt's not going to gradually go from the next loop to the next loop to the next loop. No, that shit was pulled.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like that guy Jeffrey Epstein, who was a part of that big old scandal on that island. Supposedly, I watched his documentary, and they were saying there's no way that guy, supposedly he did the same thing. He hung himself, he sat down, leaned forward. He said, because that fake noose was down here.
Yep.
And they were saying that usually when you lean forward, it'll get you
up.
It'll go up.
Yep.
But it was right here, bro. So somebody strangled him.
Yep.
I mean, look, and here's the thing. My thing is, they must have looked at us como si tenemos caras de pendejos, like if we're fucking idiots, that we're going to think that all of a sudden the guards weren't there, the cameras weren't working.
Right.
And then when they came back, he was dead.
Yep.
The fucking killer knew, get the fuck out of here, turn off those fucking cameras. I'm going to go in here and take care of this motherfucker right here. But my thing is, I wonder why they didn't take care when they didn't get his wife.
Man, I don't know. I think that whole thing's a scandal in itself. I think that shit's all set up. Honestly, I don't even believe that, that he died like that. They told you, like Osama bin Laden. I know for a fact he died in 2001. He died from cancer. But they'll tell you that SEAL team killed him.
Of course. And never show any kind of proof.
Right.
Just Obama's word.
Yep.
Yeah, I never believed that shit.
Yep.
Yeah, I never believed it. Supposedly they gave him a proper burial. They threw his ass in the ocean. I was like, really? Really? Okay. Anyways, but I just think that a lot of these people think they were fucking idiots and we're just going to believe whatever they want because whatever they say because the president said so. I don't even fucking believe the president. You know what I'm saying? Politicians, to me, if they didn't lie, they wouldn't have anything to talk about. Every single one of them will promise you the fucking world, but as soon as they get in office, they forget about you. You won't see them in the neighborhoods anymore, like councilmen or mayors or whatever. They'll come knocking on you, hey, vote for me. Hey, this, hey, that. As soon as they get in office, they don't give a fuck.
Right.
And that's just the way it is. It's all about power and fucking money. But since we're talking about that, you know what? Did you ever watch on Netflix the Jeffrey Epstein documentary?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the problem that I had with that. Okay. And it wasn't so much with him, and let me clarify what I mean by that. Is that we already know that guy was a fucking monster.
Yep.
Okay, we already know that. Let's establish that. But there was this one girl, one of the first girls that he called, and I think she was 16 years old, if I'm correct. And she was being interviewed that he was laying on his stomach, he had a towel, so she was giving him a massage. Okay, then he turns around on his back and he starts rubbing like his leg on her hip or whatever. Then she supposedly told him something like, you know what, I can't do this. Okay, so he asked her, do you know anybody that would? So this girl ends up bringing
her friends.
Her sister, and then eventually her friends.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you don't want to do this to a grown butt-naked man, but you'll bring your sister and her friends, okay? So then when they asked her this, so why did you come forward? Oh, because I couldn't live with myself. She traveled everywhere with them. He put her through school. And then they asked her the question that really fucked me up. How long were you there for? 6 years. Then, did he ever hold you against your will? No. Did he ever beat you? No. Did you ever have sex with him? No. So you could have left. Now, let me ask you this. If that was the truth, what they shared in the documentary, you don't think to a certain extent that she should be held accountable as well?
Definitely. Definitely, she becomes an accessory to whatever's being done in that pad, especially if she brought somebody.
Yes, even if it's one, but I know there was like multiple people that she brought.
Yep.
And that's where it kind of lost me. I was like, okay, we know the wife was bringing them in. We know Jeffrey Epstein had money, but these girls, like, they were bringing other girls. It was benefiting them. And then when he fucking dies, all of a sudden, I'm coming forward. All of you guys come forward at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, I just thought that was a little funny. I guess my whole point in sharing that is that they should have been held. They should have been held accountable to a certain extent, not looked at as you're so brave for coming forward.
Yep.
You know, so
like the whole R. Kelly thing, bro.
Oh,
you know,
God.
the whole R. Kelly thing that they gonna give him 30 years. You know, they said when that whole documentary, when he would go do his studio time or whatever, he had a whole room with a mattress with a girl in there, and most of them were underage girls. You know, but what about all the security? What about all the secretaries that work for him that knew all this was happening? And they said they knew it was happening. You know, aren't they accessories? Shouldn't they be held accountable for these young underage? Shouldn't they be, you know, have to register as a sex offender themselves? Like, that's some messed up shit.
No, it is. And the thing is that at one point he had so much money that I guess it was an underage girl that he had supposedly, and I hope if I get my facts wrong, please correct me. But he had sex with her, and then I know he peed on her.
Yeah.
And there was a videotape.
Yeah.
Okay. You can clearly see him on the damn videotape, and the lawyers proved that it wasn't him.
I don't know, man.
And he got off on that. He got off. But you know what? You would have thought, like, you know what, R. Kelly, we got you off on this one. The next one might, you know what I'm saying? Slow down, pal.
Yep.
Slow down. But this dude didn't stop, bro. This dude didn't stop. I saw an interview when they interviewed one of his securities. And his interview, the guy that was interviewing the security said this. How was R. Kelly in the studio? And he said the guy was a fucking genius. Okay. Now, this is besides his perversion. He said the guy was a fucking genius. He said when he's in there, he's amazing. He said, here's the problem that I had with him outside of the studio. He said when he would walk outside of the studio, he was no longer that genius. He was like this airhead 15-year-old kid. He goes, you literally had to babysit him. So that interviewer said, okay, that brings up a good point now. Is it maybe because how young-hearted he is, that's why he was attracted to young girls? And that security said, look, for me, there's no excuse for that. There's no, I don't care if you have a young heart or, you know, you're outgoing and you act young, whatever, you're still a fucking man.
Yeah.
You know? So there's no excuses for that dude. That dude's another fucking monster, bro. And you know, I'm glad his people came out against him. But the only problem I have, and correct if I'm wrong, Marvelous, help me out. I don't like when it's 20 years or 15 years later that they decide to come out.
All that shit always happens, bro. Like, why didn't you do that in the moment? You know, why? And it's a simple thing, like people in a relationship. Like, if somebody has a problem, you have a problem with your spouse and you bring up your issues that your feelings are being affected by something that they're doing, and you tell them, hey, you know, can you stop doing this, or can you respect me, you know, in this way, or whatever it might be. And then all of a sudden they have an issue with something and they're like, why are you bringing that up now? Like, well, what about all the issues I got? Well, how come? Why you wait till I'm saying something? Why didn't you tell me back then? You know why? And it's just like I don't know what that is, bro. It's like a chemical imbalance.
Yeah, you know what? And I do want to say this. Let's just say that there's women out there possibly watching that have suffered from abuse like this. I guess it isn't that we're coming against or downplaying or talking bad on women like that. Not at all. My thing is that please help us to try to understand.
Yeah.
You know, why does it take so long? Is it something that maybe you just don't ever want to talk about? Is it hard to talk about?
Right.
Because I've known one girl that loves to talk about it. She went on tour claiming that she was raped. You know, and then you have other women that say, I can't talk about it.
Right.
So we are just trying to understand, not trying to belittle, you know, anyone, you know. But recently, what's his name? The guy that in Miami, I think his own nephew was accusing of molesting him. What was the name? The guy from Menudo? Ricky Martin.
Oh, he came forward? Yeah?
No, what happened was his nephew was throwing him under the bus that he would sexually molest him.
Oh, damn.
And they made like big headline news.
Yeah.
And his nephew came against him and pretty much said, I'm going to get a restraining order against you. Okay? And before they went to court, the nephew pulled out. He just said, you know what? No, I'm not going to go with it. I got a feeling that his ass might have gotten threatened or got paid off.
Yep.
Because you just don't come out with allegations like that, man. You know, and so it was an active restraining order until they went to court, and then they just pulled out, and I guess Ricky Martin's back to being innocent.
Hey, some people are all about that money, bro. You know, they'll fabricate a whole damn story, and with the help of a lawyer, they'll say, hey, you know what, we can get paid off of this. You know, what do you remember? What do you think happened? And they'll help them conjure up a fake ass story against an innocent person, and they're all about the money.
Yes.
And then, you know, when they get some settlement, they're right there. I can't wait till I get my money. And it just shows, you know, a person that was really hurt or got taken advantage of, they don't give a shit about no money.
No money.
They don't care nothing about that. You know, they righteously were violated, and, you know, it affected them in some certain way. You know what I mean? And they need to get counseling. But then there's some, you know, other people that do fraudulent shit. And those people, you know, I think they should all be put on an island and like caged up. You know, they have some fucked up shit in their head, bro.
No, it's very, very true. They're like, you know, I can't wait to get my 30K so I can go blow it.
There you go.
You know? What was that guy's name? Harvey Weinstein? Okay, that guy. Okay.
Yup.
You know what's funny? I saw a documentary on 60 Minutes, okay, on YouTube, okay? I didn't know that the lady who started the whole MeToo movement, MeToo movement, are you familiar with that?
Nah, bro.
MeToo movement is a big movement for women that were raped.
Oh, shit.
Okay. And look it up, you guys. It's called MeToo, okay? And the lady who started this, I thought it was kind of odd. Number one, she was in that movie Scream, the very first one. Okay, the girl that got hit with the what do you call it? When that guy screamed, when that Ghostface stabbed her, and then he dropped what was that? The garage on her, the garage door. Anyways, a gabacha looking girl. No, not Drew Barrymore. She was in that movie as well. So what happened was, she, I guess, got into, I'm not sure if it was a relationship, but she was intimate with Harvey Weinstein.
Damn.
Okay, yeah, she was. Then years later, she came out and said he raped me.
Oh my God.
Okay, she's the one who started the Me Too movement. Now, I'm not saying that she didn't get raped. I'm not saying she did. Okay, but that's what she is saying.
Right.
Now, I'm all for women that help other women recover, recuperate,
right,
and heal and move forward.
Right.
But Harvey Weinstein, whether he's innocent or guilty, you know what? I don't even know. Did they convict his ass already?
You know what? I don't even know, bro.
Yeah, look it up. See if they convicted his ass, Norbert.
You know what they said, that movie? They had a whole breakdown of the movie Pinocchio, how Weinstein is actually the dude in the stagecoach trying to manipulate Pinocchio and a bunch of other people to go to this place. Wow. You know, by giving them money and becoming stars and shit, but low key he's trying to molest them. Wow.
So what happened was, so all these girls started coming out or whatever, started coming against them or whatnot. But my thing is this: when it comes to the Me Too movement, and believe me, I've been in contact with some that represent that movement, and I want to bring them in because I have a question that I want to ask them. We know that you guys support women that have been abused, and I'm all for that. But when it's real, so my question to you would be, what do you do when you find out that the woman you supported and backed up lied?
Damn.
Do you expose them? Do you come against them? Because now that makes you guys look bad for supporting anyone who just cries, I was raped, I was molested, I was abused.
Right. There was a situation, bro, that happened with me about, I think like a year and a half ago, or I think it's almost 2 years now, with this dude named Iron Jacket. And he was manipulating women. Well, first of all, he lied about being part of our cultura. He was a white guy from Florida. No disrespect to the white guys or whatever. But he lied about a lot of things, almost everything he lied about. And he was manipulating women, telling them that they literally had to, like, you know, sleep with him to have his magic stick, to have for him to inject his frequency into them so they could get a vision from their ancestors and shit like that.
See, that sounds like some paranormal Star Trek type of shit.
It was like, crazy.
You know, like who would believe that? But the sad part is, and we're not picking on them, but there are gullible people out there that would accept, especially if they look up to you.
Yeah.
You know, like think about this. R. Kelly, obviously he was convicted, so we can talk about that. This is what he was doing to these young girls. Mm-hmm. Okay, a lot of these young girls went there with a, if you will, expectancy of like, he's gonna help me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna blow up. I'm gonna become a singer.
Right.
And when he wants what he wants, a lot of these girls possibly, and I say possibly, give it up.
Yeah.
You know, and thinking, you know what, he never helped me. Mm-hmm. He was just having sex with me. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, look, if you've been in the rap game, you guys, and all you rappers out there that are watching, you guys know what goes on backstage. Mm-hmm. You can meet a girl that can rap 16 bars. She might not even sound good, mm-hmm. but if she looks good, you'll tell her, you know, most likely you'll hook up with her, we'll get you in the studio, whatever. But a lot of them never come out because they're abused.
Yeah.
And when I say they're abused, is that it's a mutual thing, but they never really help them.
Right.
You know, they never really help them. So, my thing is, I think a lot of these girls gave in because of his stardom. I mean, think about this. The guy's a huge star. Mm-hmm. There's an aura that follows a guy like that when you see him, they're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They're in the moment, you know?
They're in the moment.
And just a lot of women, they just need to be very careful, you know, to not be so gullible or believing in somebody that they're looking out for the best interests of them, you know? Like,
you know, let me ask this, Marvelous. To a certain extent, you're a very popular guy, bro.
No, I'm not.
No, hold on. Social media, YouTube, interviews. You're a pretty popular guy. There's a lot of people that DM me, and you know what they say about you. None of them ever said anything bad, but they're like, "Who is this guy?" It's almost like you've intrigued them, and like, so what's the whole story about this guy? Kind of like when you said that person, I guess, called you a cholo nerd, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost like he looks a certain way, but he's not that certain way.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I brought that up to ask you this. Have you ever been somewhere where somebody recognized you and asked you, can I take a picture with you?
All the time, bro. And I mean, I say that humbly. Like, there's a lot of people, and that's dope, you know? Like, I want that picture too. You know, it's a memory. Like, I have as much to learn from people, random people that stop me. You know, they have a crazier story. They know shit that I don't know, and I would like to learn something from them too. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that I'm teaching everybody shit, but it's just everybody has something to offer somebody, bro. You know, and you just gotta find out what it is.
Okay, now they see you. They come up to you. Oh shit! What's up, big dog? How you doing? Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you think that is, man?
I don't know, bro. I think to see somebody on a platform, or like YouTube is the new television. You know, back in the days we used to watch television, so you see somebody on television, it's like, damn, that's cool, that's dope, you know?
Right.
Like, I want to say that I met that person or whatever. But I mean, I don't think it's that reason. I think a lot of people are, like you said, intrigued by maybe topics that they low-key were thinking about already, you know? So it's pretty dope to meet another person that is rooting for the underdog because we see ourselves in them. Yeah. At least once a day, I get recognized. The most uncomfortable one is like my safe haven when I go to the gym. That's like my PE class, you know? Yeah. Because I know everybody there, and it's dope, but now you got guys that are like, man, I didn't know that was you on the podcast. And I'm like, shut up, bro, please. You know, man, come on, let me follow you on Instagram. Show me your page. You know, I'm like, fuck. But that, man, you know what the funny thing? I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead. But the funny shit is that, and I could clown myself. I don't care. But people like, even like come to get Ted, and they're like, damn, I thought you were taller. You look taller on YouTube, or, you know, in your pictures or whatever, and you know, for like some girls too, and I'm like, I'm looking at them, I'm like, damn, I thought you looked like your pictures. No disrespect, but it's like, come on, man, like, you, okay, I look taller, but you don't look like that on your photos.
Yeah, no, it's true, because a lot of times filters are a motherfucker, bro.
Damn.
I mean, filters will take years away, and when you see them in person, you're like, you look like you're a part of the fucking primo team. You hit one too many primos, you know, but use the filter to try to make yourself look like you're 25 or something. But now, we talked a little bit about R. Kelly, Jeffrey Epstein, Harvey Weinstein. I wanted to talk a little bit about something that I saw the other day, and I'm like, they called it the trial of the fucking century, and I know it's old, but many people still find this trial very intriguing.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to twist your arm and ask you a question.
Yeah.
O.J. Simpson, in your humble opinion, innocent or guilty?
Guilty.
Guilty as well.
My bad.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
Hey, the facts.
Now let me ask you this. When you first heard of the verdict, where were you? Do you remember?
Yeah, I was in Monterey Park. I was going to Macy Intermediate, and I was running home to see, like, what was going on. I want to see. I think it was the aftermath that I caught because in school they actually brought the TV into the classroom, and they were showing. Yeah, they were showing everybody like
it was. That was 1994.
Yeah, it was a big topic.
Now, okay, in your classroom, do you remember that scene? Everybody, or you weren't there when they?
No, I was there. Everybody was like, just intrigued by like, damn, it was crazy.
But what was their reaction when they heard?
They were mad. Everybody was mad.
Everybody was
mad. I don't think there was maybe one teacher maybe was like, I think they were rooting for him. And, you know, it was crazy. Everybody just, I don't know, knew it, bro. They knew that he was guilty, you know? Like, it was just, everything was there, all the evidence, you know? Like, I don't know.
You know, and here's the crazy part. I was at the Paramount Swamp Meet. My mom was selling there. And there was a guy there. He would unload televisions, like used televisions. But this is the box televisions, you know? And he had them all turned on, like at least about 30 of them.
Yeah.
On the OJ trial. When they were about to give the verdict, everybody came. There were blacks, there were Mexicans, there were Guatemalans, there were Asians, there were Arabics, there were, I don't want to call them Iranians, but Persians, okay? Persians. And we're all glued to that television. When they said, you know, not guilty or, you know, there was maybe about 3 blacks that cheered like,
Yeah.
The guy that was outraged was the Persian guy. What the fuck? What the fuck? And he was looking around like in disbelief. So was everybody. Because I think everybody saw like, dude, it's a slam dunk, bro. The guy's fucking guilty.
Yeah.
You know, now if somebody would say, well, how do you know? You know, here's my thing. The evidence didn't lead to no one else. Okay, now I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret or something, okay?
Go for it.
The actual glove.
Yeah.
The actual glove.
Yeah.
I was working out with this guy about 2 years ago, and I'll leave his name out of it. And we were driving, and he's a brother, but I have to say that, okay? So he asked me about the OJ trial. Hey, T, you sound like you seem like a nice guy. The younger guy, he was in college. And I said, he goes, did you watch that OJ trial? You know, were you alive? And I said, yeah, I was fucking alive. 1994. He goes, oh, okay. He said, I wasn't. Okay.
Oh, so he was young?
Yeah, so he was young.
All right.
So, because he was in college, and I said, okay. And I go, so he asked me, what did you think? I go, I thought he was guilty, bro. And I said, and I'm going to be real with you, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but it's hard to sometimes give my opinion on what I believe in front of my black brothers. I said, because during that time, a lot of my black friends, they didn't talk to me no more because I believed.
Yeah, you know what? There was a separation. You're right, bro. I remember that. And even in the 92 riots, I remember I was at the Montebello Mall when that whole thing came down and people were going crazy. We were watching the thing, and I remember the second I was watching the dude that got beat up.
Reginald Denny.
No, not Reginald Denny. That's the white dude.
Okay.
Rodney King.
Okay.
He was giving that statement, and I was at the mall where they wrapped the presents upstairs. I don't know if you know the Montebello Mall.
Yes.
But I was upstairs, and they had a bunch of TVs on, and everybody was watching that, and he was making that famous phrase, you know, can't we all just get along? Right. You know? But yeah, I remember all that, bro.
You know, some people say that was a wrong choice of words. Now, I want to say this. I saw it live when he said that. And maybe I was fooled, but I believed him.
Yeah.
I didn't think when he said, can we all just get along? I didn't take it as he was being funny. I didn't take it that it was funny.
Yeah.
I took it that he was serious, but everybody made a fucking joke out of it, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and they wanted him to speak because the police done beat the shit out of that dude, you know, and then you had everybody, you know, coming against each other. But now I have a riot story, but let me get back to this young individual. So we're at the gym, and I told him, you know, I had a hard time saying this in front of my black friends because they had a hard time with me. And they were like, for reals? And I was like, you weren't born yet, bro, but I'm trying to tell you, you know? So here's what happened. I go, what do you think? Do you think he's guilty? Now, asking a black man that, believe it or not, many of them get offended because I guess they feel like you shouldn't ask me that. I'm going to stand by him. He's innocent.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But he said this and shocked me. Oh, he's guilty as fucking sin.
Yeah.
And I was like, for reals? And he said, my dad was on that on his team. He goes, he just wasn't at that table, but worked behind the scenes for them. And I said, your dad's an attorney? He goes, yeah. He goes, I'm going to tell you right now. He said, how that glove didn't fit him. And it shocked the fuck out of me.
What?
We're going to take a break. We're going to be right now on the play.
Damn.
Okay. He told me like this. OJ had bad knees. He said they even showed him when he would pick up his kids and he'll put them back down because he had bad knees. Okay. In jail, he was taking his medication so that the swelling would go down on his knees. Okay. Robert Shapiro tries on the glove.
Right.
Fits him a little bit big.
Right.
He's thinking to himself, okay, it's not going to fit. Okay, it's not going to fit him because his hands are big. So he goes back and tells OJ, you know what, man, it could fit. I'm not sure, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to stop giving you the medication. His knee swelled up, and every time his knee swelled up, guess what else swelled up? His hands. So it was set up.
Yeah.
Okay, and you had a latex glove, and it was proven that blood and it being wet would shrink the glove.
That's what I thought. That's what I was going to say right now. But
Right.
That's what I thought.
And Robert Shapiro said that when you try it on, make sure your fingers are like this.
Yeah. And you see when he's doing it, he has his hand like, come on,
Yes.
homie, anybody
And
could
then he
have
just
did
bends
that.
them like this. And he's like, you know.
Yeah.
But his hands were swollen.
Yeah.
I never would have thought that, bro. He goes, yeah. Robert Shapiro told him, stop taking your medication.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? Have you ever seen the hypothetical confession?
Oh, my God.
Bro, he like literally tells everything that happened. And it's not even hypothetical because the way he's wording the answers is he was there.
Okay, everybody, you can go on YouTube and just honestly, or just Google, O.J. Simpson hypothetical interview.
And you know what's crazy, bro? And I'm gonna say this because it's already out there, so it's not like I'm helping anything. The knit cap, right? The knit cap. In the hypothetical, he gives a story about this guy, whatever he says the name is, that told him, hey, there's something going on over there. There's a guy over there, and I don't think you should go check up on it or whatever. And that's the reason why he said he went over there. So he goes over there with this one dude, and the dude, he tells him to hold a knife. Whoever he says his name is, whatever, he says he's a friend. So whatever he says, oh yeah, the knit cap was found there, and there was a glove, and then there was a glove found on my pad, whatever. So what was crazy about that story is when he said that is that when they ran the DNA from the knit cap, because there was hair fibers in the knit cap, the knit cap came out to be his blood type, but it didn't match him. But who it did match was his son. And his son was older at the time who could, and they said he would have needed somebody to help him do all that. Because one of them would have been able to run away. You know what I mean?
Wow.
But that's a trip.
Okay, let me ask you, as if we were in a civil trial. Is he most likely to have done it or most likely not to have done it? When in a criminal, it's what you got to prove without a shadow of a doubt. It's got to be unanimous.
Right.
Okay. Do you think if you were in a civil trial, somebody asked you, do you think it was more likely 2 people or more likely to be 1 person?
2 people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I've always thought the whole 1 person thing. Okay. And the reason why I always thought the whole 1 person thing was, I always thought, and again, whatever I think is just whatever I saw and I put together. He went down there, started arguing. Long story short, ended up fucking killing her. This guy just happens to walk in while he's taking her out. Now he's got to fight this motherfucker and take him out too.
Yeah.
When he didn't intend to. Homegirl was already dead. That's the only way I believe it can happen if it's 1 person.
You know what? It's a kind of it's a two-way thing, bro. Exactly what you said. He would literally have to have stabbed her first, so she fell or whatever, and she can't like go nowhere, either in the stomach or in the neck or whatever. She's trying to fend for herself while he's going at it with that dude,
right?
Or vice versa. Either him stab that dude first.
Well, she was nearly decapitated,
right?
Bro. So
right. I think after he did that and got him and made sure he was secure, he went over there and made sure she was fucking dead and did all that shit.
Yeah, when you look at that shit looks more like a fucking, like a passionate killing. Like I want to kill.
Hell yeah, bro.
But okay now, and it's sad because I truly believe that those families never really got justice.
And then how was that, bro? How was that not guilty, but yet they find him guilty in the civil suit?
Because he was most likely to have done it.
Does that make sense?
And here's what doesn't make sense to add to that.
Right.
The OJ book, If I Did It.
Nah.
He wrote a book talking about, if I did it, this is how I would have done it.
Yep.
Look, this is the mother of your kids, bro. And you're going to say, I didn't do it, but if I did it.
Yeah. You wouldn't.
Then he gives that interview. Once again, I encourage everybody to go see it. Just look up OJ Hypothetical Confession, okay? And it'll pop up. Now, think about this. You know, OJ was a phenomenal football player. But imagine getting a phone call, and I believe the father's name was, I'll just say his last name, Mr. Goldman. They call him up, your son was murdered, blah, blah, blah. Who do you have and you know, possibly a suspect? O.J. Simpson. Imagine
somebody that you watched on television,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, rooted for. That's crazy.
You get a phone call. Sir, your son was found at the house of this man, and we believe he killed him. He's in custody. Who is it? Robert De Niro. Now you got to go to court and sit down, and now you're fucking starstruck because Robert De Niro's right there. So I think a lot of times the jury could not have ever given a fair trial because they were in awe of that guy.
Yeah.
So, you know.
And then he was in all those movies too. Naked Gun.
Yeah. Oh, those are hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, now let me ask you a question. I think this is hilarious. How many chicks today bang OJ just because he's OJ? Do you still think he gets groupie chicks?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's taking a stab at all of them. Oh, my bad. I mean, you know.
I saw something on Twitter one time where a white girl posted up a picture with him. He said he wanted to take a picture with me because he loved my name. And you know what her name was? Nicole.
Damn.
I'm like, holy shit. But I do believe that a lot of these guys still get, you know, a lot of pussy, bro. Like,
yeah, bro. You're right.
Now, let me say this, okay?
Look at all the murderers, all the serial killers that get all these groupies to write to them.
That's where I was going. You know, there's wacky bras out there that love to bang murderers, bro. You know, now let me ask you this. And I know you don't have the answer, but you could give it a stab.
Yeah.
You know, why do you think that is? What do you think it is?
I don't know, man. I think these girls need help. You know, maybe their dad wasn't in their life, you know, to give them the right direction. That's what I think.
Okay,
know?
I know Manson got married in jail.
Yeah.
Richard Ramirez got married in jail.
Yeah.
You know, and there was another guy, Scott Peterson, the guy that was sentenced to death row in San Quentin for murdering his wife and his unborn child.
Yep.
Okay.
He got married?
No. He had like multiple women, dozens of women trying to find his booking number to write to him.
Yeah.
And then there was reported that there was one teenager that supposedly was just ready to marry him.
Damn.
So my question is, do you think it's like in today's clout chasing world that like, if I fuck this guy, if I have his kid, or if I marry him, I'm instantly famous worldwide?
Yeah. And then think about all the money from books that come. They're probably thinking about that too. You know, being famous, you know, just because.
I mean, and here people are like me and you that would say, I wouldn't even sit down with that motherfucker, okay? And then you'll have a girl say, I'll fucking gobble his balls and rim his ass. You know?
Dirty.
Yeah, I don't understand that. But yeah, the Night Stalker, you know, he would receive tons of letters, and we're going to find that out soon. Pictures, and eventually got married. Charles Manson got married, you know, but here's the thing. Say a male feminist kills somebody, but maybe he just doesn't make the news, and he goes to jail. Most likely he gets no fucking love. You know, nobody's going to want to marry him. Nobody's going to write him. He's better off maybe pen paling somebody.
Yeah.
Okay. But if a fucking Richard Ramirez or a Charles Manson or a famous murderer goes to jail, he's going to get pussy crawling to his fucking cell.
Yeah.
So here you are, somebody that goes to jail, you get nothing because you're a fucking beta. And then here you got a fucking murderer that's fucking killed 25 people with no fucking shame, yells hell Satan in the courtroom, and girls are throwing their fucking panties at his ass.
Yeah.
You know, we live in a fucked up world.
Yeah, we do, bro.
So, anyways, man, anything you want to add to that about these wacky ass bitches?
I think they need help, man. You know, a lot of women need to be. I mean, not just women. There's you know, as much men that have fucked up mentalities too. But there's somewhere where I think that there's a trigger. You know, they were triggered by something that happened in their life, whether they were molested when they were little, or whether, you know, they seen something go down and they just have trauma from that. I think there's people that need more counseling than we can fathom.
Yeah.
Or at least somebody to vent something to, because a lot of people hold a lot of shit in and they wait until the boiling point and that fucking they blow their top off that lid, bro. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. I feel sorry for no, I don't want to say I feel sorry. Let me take that back. First of all, I want to say rest in peace to the victims and prayers and condolences to the families. But when a murderer goes to jail, and it almost seems like if he doesn't make the news, nobody gives a fuck about him. Mm-hmm. But as soon as you make that news, bro, you become like a celebrity over fucking night.
Yep.
You know, I'm actually surprised that Richard Ramirez ended up living that long. I mean, of course, I believe he ended up dying of cancer, if I'm correct. He ended up dying of something.
Was that? I thought it was hepatitis.
Yes.
Well, you're probably right. I don't know.
Yeah, but let me see. Let me see, because I think I might have it here. Got married. Yeah, no, I don't have it. But now let's look at women that murder. Uh-huh. And you sent me something earlier during the week.
Yep.
If I'm correct, Jody
Arias.
Jody Arias. Okay,
Yep.
let me give a little bit of a background. You guys can Google this, okay?
Yeah, this is a trip.
Jody Arias is serving a life sentence for stabbing Travis Alexander 27 times, slitting his neck, shooting him in the head in his own bathroom in June 2008.
While taking pictures of it.
Yes, okay. While taking pictures of it. As a matter of fact, I think a special's coming out soon where they're actually going to show the pictures.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
And then when she was being prosecuted, she smut his name, said he was abusive and he was a pedophile. Mm-hmm. Okay. I saw another interview where they interviewed her bunkie.
Oh, man.
And you know what she was doing in there for money? She was actually tattooing. And she would flirt with the guards, okay? And the guards would give her certain things that she normally wouldn't be able to have, but because she was probably flirting and sucking them, okay?
Crazy.
She tattooed her bunkie. And everything that I'm telling you right here is public knowledge, so it's not like they called me and told me this.
Yeah.
So they said, and then they said one thing that she was able to draw, so she would sell her art. Okay, I'm not gonna buy fucking, if Richard Ramirez wanted to sell me his fucking chonies, I'm not gonna buy him. Much less her art. Okay.
Yeah.
Then that she was very mean to her mom. Her mom and dad would drive from California to Arizona to go visit her, but she would decline them so that she can have the men that she was manipulating come see her. Sound familiar? Okay. And that's what she was doing. When she got interviewed, she called the interview a hater. You know, she's telling the truth. And you know what? She believes herself.
Yeah, bro.
But one thing that I've noticed about a lot of these women that I've been like researching just on YouTube alone, okay? A lot of these women that are found guilty of murder, mostly killing their man.
Yeah.
What the common denominator is this: they all have that soft voice. And I always thought to myself, what is it about the soft voice? You know, Marvelous, before I hand it over to you, let me say one thing.
Go for it, bro.
When I was being accused of all this bullshit, and then eventually me and my son were acquitted and we won our case.
Yeah.
3 guys reached out to me and said this: hey, bro, I just want to tell you I'm sorry. I could have said, fuck you, get the fuck out of here, te la verga puto. But I said this: I'm going to take this opportunity. I'm going to ask him one question. And I said, hey, bro, no problem. One guy went as far as saying, I used to comment on her page. I used to talk bad about you. I reposted some of her stuff. But after watching you on American Cholo podcast and you proved everything, you cleared your name, he goes, there's no denying it, bro. She was lying. And all of them said this: we all questioned her and we got blocked. And I said, so why are you here? To apologize. So I asked them all one question. What did she show you? Not what did she tell you?
Right.
What did she show you back then that you believed her? And all 3 of them said this. One left me a voicemail. And this is what he said: bro, you know what? I don't even know what to say, but maybe it's what you said on the show. Her puppy eyes and her soft voice. And I believed her. That was all. The other guys wrote the same thing. So when I look at a lot of these women that killed their man and their, whatever, they all have that one common denominator. They all have that soft voice that they lure pendejos in with. Mm-hmm. And they believe it. So, and I've noticed that a lot of them, when they go to court, they wear glasses to try to look like the churchy, nerdy librarian type of girl. Mm-hmm. Okay, they'll dye their hair color. They won't show up with their tits hanging out like the way they do in the world. Mm-hmm. But they'll show up in court looking like a substitute teacher. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then a lot of them, when they talk, they flick their hair, they roll their eyes, they'll do hand gestures, they'll do this type of shit, even though I feel goofy doing it. Mm-hmm. But that's what they do. And then there's guys sitting there like, oh, yes, it did happen to you. Mm-hmm. And some of these girls are still locked up, okay, and still wooing men to sleep.
Damn. That's crazy.
Ah, shit. Anything you want to add to that?
Man, you said everything.
What was your thoughts on Jody Arias?
She's a complete psychopath narcissist, bro. Narcissist. She's told this lie to herself for so long that she believes it, bro. Like I said before in another interview, these people do this shit and they could pass a lie detector test.
Yes.
And I truly believe that shit. They're the best manipulators, homie.
Yes.
And starting out probably as a child, manipulating their parents to buy them whatever the fuck they wanted to get.
Yeah.
And they're still spoiling themselves or trying to spoil themselves.
Yeah. But you know what? Those type of people, believe it or not, they don't like people like me and you.
No.
Because we see right through their bullshit.
Yeah. So to add on, and I wasn't even going to feed into that shit, bro. But when I was doing those interviews with the girls with Iron Jacket,
yes,
that person had reached out and wanted to be interviewed. And I did an interview because that case wasn't settled yet, your case. Right? So I wanted to have I already had the full spectrum of everything and the facts on this case, and I couldn't say it, other than fuck people that do that shit.
Of course,
if it's true, which anybody would say. But I mean, it is what it is. The truth always comes out of the end, like people say. And you can see a person's true intentions, why they're doing a certain thing. Right. And obviously, and it's obvious that this fucking person was doing it for financial gain and publicity. Right. Because in their mind they want to be famous, and that shit ain't never gonna happen.
Yeah, if me and you had never met, and let's just say you saw the American Cholo, interview with me. Again, say we never met. Mm-hmm. From what you have seen this person post and the way she acted towards you, I think you would have had enough to have made up your mind and say, I know who's telling the truth or I know who's lying. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's all I'm saying, because people usually give themselves away.
Yeah.
So I just don't think that any victim would go around celebrating money. So, anyways. Other than that, man, anything else good you've seen we could recommend to anybody? Because we're going to take some phone calls in a little bit.
Yeah.
And you know what I want? Oh, you know what? Let's talk a little bit about something, because I know, and I want you to kind of clarify it before we go to the phone lines. And by the way, when we go to the phone lines, you can ask us anything you guys want. Look, I've been on plenty of podcasts, whether it was American Cholo, whether it was Hood Stocks, whether it was the Incredible Javier. One thing I always said, you can ask me whatever.
Yeah.
You can ask me whatever, mm-hmm. Okay? And as a matter of fact, you want to take calls? Cool, whatever. I never dodged that.
Right.
If they were going to, and my case was still ongoing.
Right.
But I didn't care. You know why? Because an innocent man has nothing to hide.
Right.
He's not going to run.
Right.
So, anyways, but when we open up the phone line, you can ask us about whatever you want. But one last thing. There are people that say Marvelous is huge on conspiracy theories. You've always said, and correct me if I'm wrong, they're not conspiracy theories. Can you kind of explain that?
So conspiracy theories, that whole word is a made up word, by the CIA, and it was fabricated when the whole JFK assassination happened. Then now everybody's conspiracy this or that's a conspiracy, things that they can't prove themselves,
Right.
But I like to get the so-called conspiracy, and I'll go ahead and break down the facts of what's happening, either by showing you federal documents of how it's true, or show you videotapes of how it's true, or show you the people that's calling it a conspiracy, how they prove that it's true, how it's really happening here, how we're really being affected by either laws, the consumption of the fake ass food that we're eating, or the gentrification that they use to manipulate, to separate us, or these fake ass borders, or these fake laws, or or you thinking that you live in a free country and you don't.
Okay.
Like all that. Like I like to prove all that shit, bro.
If somebody were to, I'll just ask you one question, then we'll open it up. So if they want to ask you, you can elaborate. But when you just said right now, people believe that we live in a free country, but we don't. But yet we sing, the home of the brave, the land of the free.
Right.
Can you kind of maybe elaborate just a tad bit more on what do you mean? Like you may think you live in a free country, but you don't.
Right.
What do you mean by that if somebody were to ask you that?
So you live in a free country. You could have a baby right now.
Yes.
You can go and a woman could bear a child or whatever in a hospital. She can't leave the hospital without that baby, without signing that contract, which is the birth certificate, without getting that bond order, which is the social security number, without getting the first set of immunization shots that lower the lifespan of that child. Like they won't let you leave. So how is that a free country? First of all, we'll just start off with that.
Yeah, that's just for something to chew on and think
there's
about.
all kinds of stuff. I could go in like deeper than that, but it's like, we don't live in a free country, Oh, well, I do, but I own my house. Do you own the land that it's on? Do you, can you have your own laws or whatever, make up your own laws for the way you drive? No, you can't. You have to live by these laws and statutes that have you bound. They're literally bound, like.
Okay. All right, Alex, you can go ahead and put up the number up, and we're gonna take calls. Let me go ahead and connect.
Can you give me 2 minutes? Can I bring which guy real quick?
Yeah.
My son here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go for it. Oh, hold on that number, okay? But go ahead.
1 minute, bro.
Yeah, go ahead. Just put me on this camera real fast, Alex. Let me just give it a quick announcement. Let me know when I'm there. Okay, you guys, once again, promoting Freaky Tales. This Friday, we're going to have somebody that a lot of you have been requesting. And I just don't want to give it away, but I want to say that starting Monday, I'm going to start promoting our guest, and you are not going to want to miss it. And we are going to accept calls. I asked this older gentleman, would you accept calls? And he said, sure, And I said, okay, so you will be able to ask this retired detective questions about a certain individual. So it's going to be very, very interesting. Something that I'm looking forward to. A lot of you guys are looking forward to it. So when I post it up on my page and on my Freaky Tales page, I'm encouraging you guys to go and to, once again, share it and let others know that we'll be going live Friday at 8 o'clock.
The link is in the live chat.
Yeah, okay, the link is in the live chat. That's the Freaky Tales link, correct? Yeah. Okay, make sure you guys subscribe there and hit the notification bell button so you guys are notified. And that brings me up to something else. Many of you guys ask, why does it take so long for the show to start? We like to give everybody 10 minutes to log in. Some people get their notification like 5 minutes later, okay? There are people that tell me, man, I got my notification once the show had already started. So we want everybody an equal opportunity to log in, okay? So that's what we do. We do the same thing here. Freaky Tales, Dining with the Wizard, Drinking with the Wizard, Calls with the Wizard. We do it all. But when we crop that after the show has already been done, you can go back and look at it without the 10 minutes. So, but you know what? Other than that, we're going to go ahead and open up the lines. Just Marvelous had to step out for a second, but I just had to, give that announcement. So go ahead, put up that number, and let us go ahead and take some calls right now. So, let me see.
Apologies.
That's all good.
Tony, getting back to your question about Harvey Weinstein, he did get convicted.
He got convicted? Okay.
3 years.
How many?
23 years?
23 years. Harvey Weinstein?
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
But recently got granted appeal.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, here we go, right here. Okay. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Yo, this is Box.
Box, how are you?
How are you? Nah, I'm just fucking with you. Hey, it's the máquina. I got a question, man.
Yeah.
I know it's for Freaky Tales. Freaky Fridays or whatever, pero what's your guys' opinion on the Skinwalker Ranch?
The Skinwalker Ranch. You know what? You want to talk about that? Do you know a little bit?
I know about the Skinwalkers, but I don't know about the specific ranch. Bro.
Yeah, I don't know so much about a ranch, but the only thing that I know about, I know the only thing that I know is pretty much the basic stuff that everybody knows. It's about, I've had natives that are, I don't even remember what tribes they're from, but they told me when they go to reservations, they're not going out at night because skinwalkers are out. So I've asked them, do you believe that these things are real? And they're like, yeah, it's real. I'm just not too well educated in that.
Right.
So
to me, what I know about them, it doesn't matter day or night. They're out there. Another thing is if you know the specific name of that entity, if you say it, it'll flee or die. That's that's a rumor. I don't know it to be true because I never been confronted by none of that. But yeah, that's ranch itself, homie. I don't know about the ranch or even heard about it. I know there's ranches out there that I've seen documentaries on that have it. But yeah, it's a trip, bro. I mean, they could take the form of multiple.
Well, I don't know if you could.
Go ahead.
I don't know if you do they got a documentary on it.
Yeah.
And they say all kinds of weird shit happens there. You can find it on YouTube, but I just want to get you guys' opinion on that. But I'm gone.
All
You
good,
guys
bro.
have a good one.
Thank
You too, homie.
Okay, caller, let's keep it going. Norbert, if you can, let me get my request. And the clamato también. Caller, your name and where you calling from? Caller.
Hello?
Yes. Caller, you got a question?
Tony? What's going on, Tony?
What's up, brother?
Marvelous.
What's up, homie?
Where you calling from, bro?
Garden City, Kansas.
Kansas City. All good, bro. What's your question, homie?
Well, you know how this goes on to conspiracies and all that shit. Well, lately I've been hearing the owl outside of my house and shit, and I heard that's bad luck. Is that true or what?
I've never heard that. I mean, I've heard black cats, but I was
like owls like flying across you and like following you and shit.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, Marvelous.
So that's an old folk tale. What I know about it is that's an old folk tale that comes like from Mexico and stuff. That would be like a
because a lot of my family are from Mexico. Sorry to interrupt, but they're from Mexico and they say that's just bad luck. So I didn't know.
Yeah, like somebody's trying to have a bad curse on you and shit like that, homie. But I wouldn't personally don't put your energy into that, homie. You know, just
I'm not. I try not to. You know.
Yeah.
I thought shit to that motherfucker.
That's right.
All good, bro.
Capture that fool and sell him,
homie. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, bro. Thank you. I mean, I heard black cats are bad luck, but that was probably started from a white cat.
For real, huh?
So yeah, let's go.
By a white cat.
I heard when you see a black cat, you're supposed to spit.
Supposed to what?
You're supposed to spit.
Spit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, that's a catastrophe.
Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Hey, Tony, this is a homie Kike from the city of Escondido.
What's up, Kike? How you doing, brother?
Bien, muchas gracias. Shout out to Marvelous.
What's
Buenas
up?
tardes, buenas noches. Hey, just talking shit, fool. Gobble gobble. and thank you for doing the live, homie. Fucking keep pushing the movement and do your thing, homie.
Hey, gracias, homie. I appreciate you, dog.
Thank you, man. I'm over here spilling shit. All good. Let's keep it pushing. Let's see. All right, callers. The lines are now open. So radio, whoa. All right. Here we go. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
I'm calling from City of Bell Gardens.
City of Bell Gardens. Bell Gardens in the building, my brother. How you doing tonight, man?
Pretty good, man. I got a question, man. I've been having like sleep paralysis pretty much like since I was probably like 12 years old, and I'm 40 right now.
Okay.
And I just want to ask you guys, like, what do you guys think about sleep paralysis? You know what I mean? It's like, is it real for a lot of you guys, or what's the deal? You know, what type of information can you guys just give us?
You know what? Let me say this, man. I've experienced that so much throughout my life. Okay. I don't know when it started. It's been a while now since I had. When I say a while, probably a couple of months. But there's times that at least I thought or I felt something was on top of me, holding me down, and had my mouth closed. for a long time, until I could snap out of it. And then there's other times where I don't know if this is the same thing, but I'd wake up in my sleep and walk out of my room and walk the streets. Then,
Okay, that's interesting.
yeah, every time I had that dream, I would see 3 individuals come down wearing trench coats and hats, and they would start following me. I would hurry up and get home and get back in my bed.
Mm-hmm.
I would wake up, and it literally felt like I was just outside.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the 2 different type of rare dreams that I've had throughout my life. So as far as the sleep paralysis, bro, it's nothing nice, man. It for me, it feels very demonic.
Yeah.
So I've actually been attacked. Let me just share this one last one.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
actually been attacked in front of my kids. We were took my kids to Oxnard, and we went to Dallas Cowboys training camp, and we were going to stay with the Dallas Cowboys, stay at the Embassy Suites. So they were sold out. They overbooked. We had to stay at this old trucker stop. They stayed on the next bed, and they woke me up because they saw that I was getting attacked. I was asleep.
Damn.
But they saw me.
Mm-hmm.
And I told them this was the first time, Marvelous, that the room was jet black, but this, whatever it was white. That's the first time. Before, it's just darker than the dark room that you're in. But this one was white. So,
Damn.
Can I say something, Tony?
yeah.
Like my experience, basically, like all these entities that have attacked me in the past, they've been trying to. They take a percentage of my energy, and I think it's like your soul or your spirit. Because like in the past, when I was getting attacked almost every day, I felt weak, less energized, and there was different days that this thing was trying to possess me, and I felt it, and I heard whispers, you know what I mean, stuff like that. And there's different levels of sleep paralysis, but I experienced one of the worst ones, man. I've been attacked being awake and being asleep, and I felt it. I see them in my nightmares, and even with my eyes open. So there's different levels.
Wow.
And I just wanted to know, Marvelous, his experience, or what he knows about it. Because from research, I heard that these entities are pretty much like fallen angels that they died a long time ago right here on Earth.
So what I know about it, bro, is it's actually the bloodline of the fallen angels, which could be the Kenai or the Nephilim giants. All those spirits from all those tribes are just like people. They were tribes of people, and they were mixed in with us, with all our tribes as warriors or fighters or whatever they did, bro. But they're still here. Those bloodlines are still here. So when those people pass away, their spirit cannot break the firmament. They can't go to the higher 13 realms. So they're stuck here. So they have nothing else to do but torment or try to embody one of us. So that's what I know that you're experiencing, bro. You could study on it yourself, though. If you need more recommendations, like I could show you some stuff. DM me on my Instagram, marvelous_tattoos. But and I could give you a lot more info on it. But what I do suggest, homie, is to bless yourself and your pad. And just be careful who you have contact with, homie. Don't feed into it. The more you talk about it and you give that shit life, the more you manifest that reality that it is gonna have effect on you, and it's gonna be a bad effect on you, homie.
Okay, brother.
All right.
Thank you, man, for
Thanks
calling.
a lot
bro.
for the call, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, man.
You got it.
All right.
Let's keep it pushing.
Did this shit just turn into Freaky Tales?
I guess, bro.
What
But you
the
know what?
hell?
We're having a conversation.
Yeah.
Call, say whatever you guys want.
Yeah.
Okay. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Yo, what up, man? It's Misfit.
What's up, brother? Where you calling from, man?
Calling from Hawthorne, homie. It's Misfit Soto. What's good?
Oh, Misfit. What's up, my brother? ¿Cómo estás?
What's up, fool? What's good? What's up, Marvelous?
What's up, homie? How you doing?
Aquí nomás, chilling. Fucking, I was listening to the homie right there talking about the sleep paralysis shit, right?
Yeah.
And I got a quick little story, so I don't know, maybe about like 8 months ago, I was having I was seeing like this black little like shadow, right, like at the corner like of my room, everywhere I was at, black, dark, right? And I was just like, what the fuck? And every time I'd have somebody over, like shit would just get negative. Like the energy was heavy and thick, you know what I mean? And then trip out one day, I was driving to somebody's pad. I was gonna go visit somebody, and I pulled over because I almost got in a car accident. So I said, "Fuck!" I pulled over, and some Indian guy, like from India, right? This fool comes to my car window, fool, and he starts saying a bunch of shit. I'm like, nah, I thought he was asking for money or some shit like that. And then he goes, he's like, pull down your window, and I roll down my window. I'm like, what's up, fool? And he goes, you got a sombra negra on you, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? And so this fool starts, he's like, let me talk to you for a second. He starts like just explaining shit that's been going on with me for the last 3-4 years, like to the T, you know what I'm saying? And that shit, like I caught that shit like on camera, because one day I was like very tired, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna just fucking, you know what I'm saying, put this little webcam that I have on my computer, I'm gonna leave it recording, you know what I'm saying, because I just felt eerie, you know what I'm saying, and I had one of those sleep paralysis episodes, and as soon as I fucking like snapped out of it, you can see like a little white light, dog, flowing up my screen and shit like that. I just want to know what's your take on that? Like, what do I got to do to get rid of that shit? Because that shit follows me everywhere, bro.
You need to bless your house, homie. You need to bless your house and
my house. You know what? También this a couple of days ago, my mom said she saw a demonic face in the bathroom. Fool. My mom said that shit.
Damn. Yeah, you need to.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. Did somebody fucking put some shit on me or my pad or what? Like, what do you think it is, or what do I got to do?
It could be that, bro. If anybody's messing around with that Santa Muerte or just that any of that, bro, all that bad energy is just bad juju, homie. You need to separate yourself from any negative. Maybe I don't know. I mean, I don't know your lifestyle, homie, but maybe females or maybe any homies that are into that shit that you got around your pad and you don't even know that they do that shit. You need to separate yourself, like open every window and every door in your pad and bless your home. Bro, that's the first thing you need to do with your mom. Whoever lives in your pad, you guys all come together and hold hands, homie. And I know that people that don't believe in God or whatever, I know for a fact that prayer works, bro.
I agree with that as well.
Well, you know what, this shit happened it started happening a lot when my dad passed away. You know what I'm saying? He passed away like 2 years ago, and when he passed away, like, I had moved back in here to take care of him because he was sick for the last 10 years, so I was taking care of him. He passed away. As soon as he passed away, shit started going like really, really dark and just really crazy. You know what I mean? Oh, and also when I had that sleep paralysis episode, like, have you seen Harry Potter? You know those fucking things with the hoods, like what are they called? The fucking Dementors or whatever. That's how it's like a hooded figure with like a bright light and like as a face. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I saw when I had that sleep paralysis episode. Like it was like sucking my life energy, bro. It was weird as fuck. But on the camera, it was just a little light that just went from the bottom to the top of my screen. It was crazy as fuck. And I was just thinking, because the homie told me to jump in the ocean, cleanse myself and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Which I still haven't done, but I'm thinking about doing all this shit because this shit's getting out of hand.
And I'll say this, bro, too. This seems to happen a lot to people that have a special calling on their life, bro. Like, really, like, there's something that you're supposed to be doing. Like, something that you're really supposed to be doing, bro. And that's part of prophecy. That you're supposed to be either part of the awakening, and you're supposed to do something that maybe you haven't had a vision yet that you're supposed to be doing, and they're trying to bring you distraction, homie, and maybe scare you away from just
I believe that
what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I don't really talk to nobody about this type of shit, but like, that's why I stay away from like a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of like, I'll do my own shit because it's like, I don't even know who the fuck is fucking with what. Yeah. Or like, you know what I'm saying? Just people into different shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I just be like, I got my small circle of friends that I fuck with, and that's about it. You know?
Yeah. All good.
But I mean, the hate is everywhere. I think even, that's why I don't be posting shit either no more, because like motherfuckers, that envy is strong,
Yeah, facts, homie. And you know what? It's even getting more wicked, dog. Like, this world, you think you're seeing some shit right now? Hell nah. This shit's about to fucking blow wide open, homie. People are gonna start seeing all kinds of shit.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
Okay,
well, anyways, much love. I just called to tell y'all that story, and I'm about to go jump in the ocean, fucking do all types of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, my brother.
But much love to Alex and the whole squad, the whole team, man.
All right, my brother. You stay blessed.
All right,
love,
homie.
bro.
All right.
All right. All right, let's keep it pushing. Thank you, Misfit. Thank you, Misfit, for calling in. So let's go. Caller, your name. Where are you calling from?
What's up, man? My name is Notorious, and I'm calling from Southgate. Check it out. I have a question. Have you guys ever seen like an eyeball on top of a cross?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
Hello, yeah. I was asking, have you guys ever seen an eyeball on top of a cross?
An eyeball on top of a cross? No, I have not.
Yeah, because I have a quick question. So let's trip out. Growing up in Southgate, dog, we used to live in this property, right? And we lived in the front house. And back, we had like a 2-story apartment. But anyways, there was like an old senora who, like, you would never even think of it. She looked sweet, dog. But one day, I guess she had like a plumbing problem. And we were in charge of the property. So she calls us. We go inside. Bro, there's monkeys everywhere. There's like crosses upside down. But there's like an eyeball in front of every cross, right? So it was just like, it was crazy, dog. Like I didn't know what to expect. But anyway, to make a long story short, they just end up moving out the blue. Like unexpectedly, they just left, right? It was like 2 months later, we're still living in the same property. Some old lady comes walking with no emotion, no smile, no laugh, not talking. She just walked straight to the back. And I was just tripping the fuck out where they used to live at, right?
Uh-huh.
And then I'm like, what the fuck? I'm looking out the window. And then she comes walking to the front door. Again, knocking. No emotion, no nothing. She just, like, it was a trip. But she didn't even mention the name. But she says, hey, if ever you see him, just let them know that he's here and he's coming. But that same cross and eyeball, she had like a chain. And that same cross and eyeball was the one that I seen all over that house. But fool, she walked to my door and saying like, hey, whenever you see him, let them know that he's here. That's exactly word for word. Mm-hmm. Let them know that he's here and that he's coming. Wow. And I just wanted to know, like, if you guys knew anything about that eyeball or that cross or anything at all.
No, you know what? The only time I've ever seen something on an eyeball, believe it or not, and not all Jewish people believe in this, but there was a Star of David with the eyeball in the middle.
Yeah.
So as far as that, no, I've never. Maybe I have to Google it now.
Yeah, no, I don't know nothing. I can't even speak on that, bro. I don't know, to be honest with you. But as soon as she said that he's here, you should have said he better start paying rent. Shit.
Nah, hey, I'm not in the lie. I'm not in the lie because I'm like the oldest from my. I had like my little sister, and I was trying to act up. You feel me? But I was like, what the fuck? Like it's like like the Jesus cross that everybody wears, but just imagine like an eye on top of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she had no emotion. You know how usually like she wasn't charismatic, no smile, no nothing. She, like straight no emotion. She looked me in my eyes like no soul, bro. Like I'm not even lying to you. And she just said it like that, yo, just let them know that he's here and he's coming. And
wow.
And I was like, what the fuck? And then she left. She just walked away, like no emotion, dog. It was just crazy. But I was just tripping, and I mean that story's been on my mind forever. And like I said, man, I watch you guys all the time. And I know it's not freak details, dog, but I just had to ask you guys,
It's all good, bro. It's all good. Thank you, man. Greatly appreciate you calling in, bro. Taking your time.
All right, you guys have a blessed night.
Hey, you too, homie.
Bro. Hey, I guess it did turn into freaky tales.
That's
Marvelous.
crazy, huh?
Yeah, bro. You know what? We can't shake this. So, caller, your name, where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Fernando, and I'm calling from the Antelope Valley in a little community called High Vista.
How you doing, Fernando?
Oh, not bad. How are you gentlemen this evening?
Bro, I'm having a good time right here, man. You know what? I'm glad you called in. And you have a question?
I'm just actually calling to let you know I'm kind of a new sub here. I subscribed to you a few months ago, and I'm really enjoying your content. And I'm really enjoying the fact that you brought Marvelous on. I really like that gentleman. I think he has a lot of knowledge. And I started looking at some of his stuff about a year ago, and he just blows my mind with some of his stuff. And appreciate he has a platform to talk, to talk from. And I just appreciate both of you guys and your service, and I'm looking forward to more of your content in the future.
Absolutely. Next Friday, please tune in to Freaky Tales. You won't be disappointed. Next Friday. Freaky Tales podcast.
For sure, brother.
Hey, bro, thank you so much. I really appreciate that compliment, homie. I really do. Thank you so much, bro.
Okay, my bro. You have a blessed night.
Hey, thank you, Marvelous, and look forward to you guys, and you guys have a good night.
You too. Let's keep it pushing. I can appreciate calls. Really appreciate calls.
That's
like that.
dope.
All right, let's see. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, this is Shazzy from Houston, Texas.
Okay. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing? ¿Qué onda, cana?
Aquí nomás, tomando una chela. What's good with you? You have a question, comment?
Tengo una pregunta.
No, it's okay. Go for it.
Yeah, so I had a question for the two of you. Do you think there are situations in which a man should not defend a woman's honor? The reason I'm asking this question is I can think of too many instances where a man has stepped in to help a woman that he thought was in danger, but it turns out she either was lying about something, she was bitter about a situation, and something small becomes all-out war. So do you think there's situations where a man should actually step back and not always step in to help every female out here?
You know,
what a good question.
No, it is a very good question.
Wow.
You know, let me just give you one example, and maybe this will help people whenever a female. Let me just say this, okay? I had a female one time approach me and told me that her ex-boyfriend was beating her, even to the point where he was abusing her. She didn't define what beating, and abusing was. Okay, and I'll kind of explain that. He was raping her, he was using her, he was lying to her, he was cheating on her, and it was just like so much. But I knew this person, like I knew her. So I just said, look, if you don't mind me asking, please help me understand this. So I began to ask questions. And I noticed that the more I began to ask questions, she got real defensive. And she finally said, why don't you just believe me? And I said, because I can't. You just want me to take your word for it, but you know me. You already know. Yes, I do know you, but you're asking me to help you possibly go against somebody who might be innocent. Or do you think he's innocent? And that's where it all went downhill. Come to find out, eventually she was lying. So I do believe it's important for us as men to ask questions. It isn't like it's an interrogation, but help me help you.
Yeah.
Anything you want to add?
You're right. Well, the first thing is that we need to stop being chismosos. A lot of the shit that's happening in people's relationship is none of our business. If there's something going on with the children or whatever, then I see the exceptions that can be made. But there's people out there that are very manipulative, and they know that a man is going to defend their honor, especially if they look a certain type of way. And a guy is, trying to prove himself to be an alpha male. And he says, oh, I got your back. Don't trip on that. I know a lot of situations and scenarios that have happened, even with wars with gangs that have started over a woman telling another dude, or maybe trying to be with two dudes at the same time that were from different neighborhoods that got along at the time. But now they're mortal enemies and lost a lot of lives just because of that one fabricated thing that she said to another dude. Oh, well, he slapped me this one time, or he did this, and
I've seen that too.
Yeah, that's not. I think of it, and I do not condone any man hitting a woman, but when women raise their hand to a man and they want to act like a man, and they're gonna be socking that guy in the face or whatever, why is it bad for a man to defend himself? You know what I mean? I mean, you have the right to defend yourself. You're going to keep on getting, say, oh, well, take it like a man. Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
Like, there's no such thing as taking it like a man. Like, you shouldn't disrespect another person, in that way. You know what I mean?
No, you know what? I just think that if a woman, and this is just one instance, obviously, if a woman came to me with a story, I'm going to question this woman. I really am. Friend or not. My thing is like, I'm not interrogating you, but help me help you, because this is something big that you're telling me, and you just want me to take your word for it. I can't do that.
Right.
I can't do that. So I don't know if that helped or not. Hello?
No, that definitely should help. I mean, I kind of have my own opinions on it. I just kind of wanted to hear how males feel about it. So I'm pretty happy that, you know, y'all do share the same opinion that I do.
Okay.
Is there time for one more question that kind of piggybacks off of this question as well?
Go for it.
But with that being said, do you think that we should change some of the family court laws? Because, you know, usually when a couple has a child and they're in the midst of maybe some crazy stuff or maybe a divorce, et cetera, the courts tend to favor the women.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's something that should change? Because I'm just speaking for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I know for me, I have one cousin who has been battling trying to get his child, and I can tell you my cousin as a male is the better parent.
Right.
Yeah.
That chick, I'm going to be a nice Texas girl and just say she ain't worth nothing, y'all. She just isn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But the courts just seem to favor women over men.
Let me give you one example. Maybe this helps, but I do believe that it should change. I had a friend that great job, making a lot of money, was taking care of his girl. He comes home from work early, catches her in bed with somebody from his job, a coworker, in his own bed. Okay. He tells her pretty much like, how can you do this to me, etc. She ends up saying, you know what, I'm going to fucking leave you anyways, and I'm going to take the kids, and I'm going to take you for everything you fucking got. She was the one in the relationship committing adultery, okay? So now she's taking him for child support. I gave him a ride to this child support place, okay? As soon as he got in there, the way those people saw him, not knowing the situation, but because he was there to fill out his child support paperwork, they looked at him like a fucking deadbeat dad, and it was mistreating him already.
Yep.
Not knowing the fucking situation, not knowing, like what you just said, he was the better parent. You know, so I think many men get treated unfairly, and I believe the judicial system favors the women automatically.
Right. And to piggyback off that, I know that it's an agenda. It's an agenda for this whole woman empowering thing, and also to it's an agenda. You know, I went, not to throw my personal business, but I went through that whole court thing, and I went through the whole process of, you know, establishing custody of my children. And I was the only guy out of 30 women there. There was 30 women literally taking their babies' dads to court, and I was the only man in there, you know, filling out this paperwork to get custody or full custody of my children. And everybody was in shock. All these women were like, "Dang, what the hell? Like, you're there. You actually have receipts. I had everything that I had been doing. You know, my job. I had a place of employment. I had I had everything that I was supposed to have. You know, and even when we did go to court, the judge was like tripping out, like, wow, you know, I guess we need to take more time, you know, to show that our kids are a priority. You know what I mean? And it goes both ways. You know what I mean? I mean, this is just a question about, you know, women specifically, but it goes both ways for men and women. There's, you know, there can be a deadbeat on both sides. You know what I mean? And nobody knows the truth except for the children if they're being fed and they're too young to talk. You know, you ask a children, who do you want to live with? And they're going to shrug their shoulders. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, and it's sad.
Hopefully that helped. I thank you for calling in and asking those questions. Those are great questions, though. So, hello? You still there?
Okay. Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right. I appreciate that question because there's a lot of fucking deadbeat women out there. And I'm going to be real with you, Marvelous. I know some people probably get upset, but I don't tell every woman Happy Mother's Day because some of them are not honorable.
Facts.
Okay?
Yeah.
Caller, your name or where are you calling from?
I'm from Tecate, Mexico.
From
Oh,
Tecate,
that's
Mexico.
right,
How you doing,
Tecate.
brother? You got a question, my bro?
Yeah, well, I have a question for Tony.
Yes.
Yeah, just want to see what's your take on Savage Studios getting killed past few days.
You know what? I heard the same thing everybody else heard, bro. You know what? I really don't have a take on it. You know, I mean, I saw a lot of YouTube videos. I think I might have saw two, but I heard two, But going down the line, if you just punch in Savage Studios on YouTube, everybody's giving their own 2 cents. I don't have a two cents, bro. You know, I really don't know what to say other than I heard what you heard, bro. I don't know this person, never met the person, never actually spoke to the person. He actually did call here and had a conversation with a guest of mine. But other than that, I don't really have
I still remember.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let me ask you this. What's your take on it?
Well, really don't care about the guy. Talks a lot of crap. But, just,
All
just
good.
wanted to see, because I saw a video that he was talking shit about you.
Yeah.
And that's why I was asking. But, no, I mean, if you don't have anything to say, I mean, it's cool, man. Just wanted to see if you had any type of opinion. But, that's the type of person that we really don't need to talk about. Just have that question in my mind.
It's all good.
What's going on. But, just to give you props to you, Tony. I like what you're doing.
Thank you.
Pretty good podcast. Marvelous. Dope too, man.
Thank you.
Been seeing a lot of your work, tattooing stuff. Pretty good. Just wanted to call in.
Thank you, bro.
With you guys. I've been a fan since day one. So yeah.
Appreciate
like
it.
I said, I'm calling over here from Mexico, Tecate, California.
Hell yeah.
Watching videos every Wednesday, Sunday, Saturdays with the Wizards, all that, man. So keep it going. Like what you're doing, and
Muchas gracias, bro.
hopefully you stay for a few more years.
Yes, sir. All right, brother. Have a blessed night. Hablamos más al rato, pues. Good night. Yeah. So let's go. Let's see. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Pueblo, Colorado.
Pueblo, Colorado in the building. ¿Cómo estás, bro?
What's going on, brother?
I'm just chilling right
Yeah,
here.
man. I just wanted to. Yeah, you and Marv is doing a good job, man. I just wanted to say a couple of things, but I'll start off with the lighter stuff. This, I don't know if you heard KK's new album. I guess he dropped an album like a month ago.
Yeah, you know what? Let me answer that
in.
real fast. I actually heard KK's album a couple of years ago, bro. It's been that old. So
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I'm not
Okay.
saying that like old, like that it was whack, but like I'm very familiar with his music because his son Boomer produced a lot of it. And when I was filming the documentary, the Roadium DOCUMIXERY, I was listening to a lot of that stuff, bro. I wish he would have dropped it back then, but better late than never. But it's still good though.
Yeah. I just didn't know if, one of these days you would have him on there to talk about his record or something like that. Something that, like you say, a long time coming.
Yeah,
I listened to it the other day. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, you know what? I reached out to him, but my thing is this: I can probably get KK here, but I would like to get him and D here. Just because if here's the problem: whenever I get somebody, they'll say, "Where's the other guy?" And then when I get the other guy, how come you didn't get them together? But you're not going to make everybody happy in the podcast.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So believe me, I'm definitely going to try, bro. I'm definitely going to try. So anyway, you had another question?
Right on. Yeah, I just wanted to just put a little public service announcement out there. Like where I'm from, I just seen it online. I guess the cops, the feds took down a neighborhood in town. I guess it was like a 5-year investigation. They arrested 20 people. They took down 12. And I guess I just want to put it out there to anybody that's listening. If you're in the game, you're doing your thing, and you don't think, oh, the cops ain't doing shit, we're good. You don't really know sometimes how much they're doing or what they're doing, And they did a 5-year thing on these guys, They arrest 20, they lock up 12. What does that mean? 8 rolled over. But my point is, like, I just want to send something out to the young vatos out there and say, hey, maybe it's time I chill and, take another different route just before it's too late. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that. Maybe, you guys could say something on that. But anyway, no, man, those are the only two things that were on my mind. I'm watching stuff. I was like blown away. All in my freaky tales.
Next Friday, my brother, you don't want to miss.
Change it up.
Yeah. Next Friday, you don't want to miss, brother.
Thanks.
Okay, carnal, you have a blessed one.
All right, right on, brother.
Okay. Pueblo, Colorado in the building. Let's keep it pushing. We got a couple of more minutes. Do you want a cerveza, bro?
I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Last time you had one with me. Mm-hmm. Okay. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, man? This is Ice Cold Chavez. I'm calling from Vegas.
What's up, my brother? Vegas is in the building.
Vegas.
Hell yeah. What's up, Tony? What's up, Marvelous?
Hey, brother, you know what? Let me ask you a question, bro. How hot is it over there right now?
Yeah. Oh, man, I think it was like 105 today.
Yeah.
But it's dry, homie. It's shit. It's been humid. It's been raining out here and shit. We've been steaming and shit. It's like, damn. Ya saquen los tamales, güey. Ya están listos.
Ya están listos, yeah.
Yeah. I just want to say thanks for creating a platform, Tony, to learn more about, speaking for myself, my childhood, like favorite rappers, Chicano rappers and shit. You know, I really appreciate that, man, getting to know these people as as people, not artists.
Thank you, my brother, man. I greatly appreciate the love and support, my bro. Right. It truly means a lot.
Yeah, man, for sure. And then for Marvelous, I just want to say, man, I think you're dope, Vato. Keep educating our people, man. You're very knowledgeable, man. Very interesting. I've been watching your interviews on YouTube.
Hey, thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate that, man.
Well,
man.
I'm encouraging.
What was that?
I'm encouraging Marvelous, and I will help him because that's what friends do. That's what friends are for. For him.
Man, you gotta give the helping hand. You know what I mean? No blocks, assist.
Absolutely. So I wanted him to start his own podcast. I know he'll blow the hell up. Marvelous, are you interested in starting your own podcast?
I'll check it out, man. I'll subscribe.
Yeah, I want to, bro. I'm just really like my time. You know, I'm really like I got my kids with me. You know,
right.
So I know a lot of it comes with creating content, and also I want to be able to create good content. You know, like good stuff. You know what I mean?
Come on.
All good.
Yeah, man. It's like the jam goes, man. Take your time, do it right. You know what I mean?
That's right.
You could do it, baby. Right. That's good.
Hey,
man.
I just want to chime in real quick about the sleep paralysis. I used to, have that a lot as a kid growing up, and I never told nobody about it until I opened up one day at a job to this older homie. Everybody thought he was crazy because he would talk to himself. And I mentioned that I would have these nightmares that were lifelike. And he told me, hey, bro, when that happens, scream for Jesus. He's your savior. Mm. And I started doing that, dog. And like, not even missing the beat. I would scream for Jesus, and then it would just stop.
Mm. Hey, brother.
You know what I'm saying? That shit was crazy.
Well, I'm going to say this, bro. You're not alone. A lot of people have told me the same thing. You're not alone. A lot of people have told me the same thing. So, yeah. Because believe me, in the midnight hour, when the devil's bouncing on your chest, you got to call for help, homie.
Nah.
So, it's no joke, bro.
I got one question for Tony, too, though.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Tony, so, I've been watching your podcast for a while. I got the high C, I'm Not Your Puppet on vinyl and shit. I got to say, what do you got under that hat, homie? You got a fade? You bald-headed? What's up? We never seen you without your hat. You going to take it off?
I got a big old tattoo of a W on my forehead, homie. I don't like nobody to see it because I'm a retired homie. So that's it, bro. No, but you know what? I'm going to have a photo shoot. I'm saving it for my photo shoot when Esteban Oreo comes. I'm going to take a picture with no shirt, no hat, bro. I'm just like, bam. So, yeah.
Let me know. I'll slide through. I'll take off my shirt. We'll look crazy. Dog and throw signs. No smile.
Let's do that, homie.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
You can't be soft on these streets, I say.
Exactly. Yeah. I agree with you, homie. I agree with you, carnal.
Yeah.
Okay, my brother.
Gracias.
Yes. Have a blessed one, homie.
All right. Buenas noches.
All right. Let's see. Let's keep it pushing. Okay, let's see.
Should ask him about Lake Mead, huh?
Yeah. Caller, your name and where you calling from? Caller, are you there? Okay.
Hey, what's up, Tony?
What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
I just chilling, man. How you guys doing?
I'm doing pretty good, bro. I'm on my second beer. I'm about to take my first shot. And Marvelous over drinking Hennessy, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. Yeah, what's good with you, man?
I just want to tell you guys a story, man, of back in the 90s, my mom, she used to rent out her room. And this guy that used to live with us, he was in a banda called Los Primitivos. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
Okay, you sound a little bit muffled, bro. Can you say that again?
Oh, my bad.
Again? Oh, he hung up. He said los invisibles.
Oh, he's there still.
No, he hung up. Okay, let me see.
Shit.
I'm not sure if this is him.
Damn.
Caller, your name?
People. I don't know if you
Hello? Caller.
a little bit muffled, bro. Can you say that again? Hey, what up, man?
What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Portland, man.
Portland. What's good, my brother? You got a question?
Yeah. I just wanted to. It was hard to even get on with you guys, but I just wanted to let you guys know. I watch the show all the time, Tony, and I've seen other people because I watch other podcasts and whatever situation that you were going through, these motherfuckers. They were putting you down before they had proof and like taking sides, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
So like as people should put people out there like that, especially putting that on the person's name, because you never know if she's lying. Because there are girls in there that people, you know, they might think that they're telling the truth when they're really lying on the person, you know?
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. That's why, it's funny that you say that, because there was a lot of people that would question her and all they would do was just get blocked. And this person.
Yeah, but I think even when fucking Night Out and fucking what's his name, they're putting you out there. But like even you called them out. Those motherfuckers should have showed up and handled their shit, because obviously you're gonna fight for your name, because obviously that's all you have, and to have somebody put dirt on it like that, that's fucking wrong all the way around.
Yeah, you know what? And let me say one thing is that I consider those guys friends at one point, and for them to feel that way, like a light switch, and just start talking about me like that, that's what hurt me, because I would never put that on somebody's name or say something like that about somebody's name. So that's why I'm like, you know what, I wouldn't do that to you. So, but it happens.
Well, I mean, especially that you're looking at them like a friend. They should have came to you like a friend and asked you, instead of going and trying to make a fucking show out of it. You know what I mean?
Well, that's when I began to see those type of people, not just them, but those type of people that talked about me as clout chasers, bro. They wanted views, they wanted subscribers, they wanted followers.
You've seen there were like other homies or other, don't go to this podcast when they didn't even have proof, and then like you said, they want to call and say sorry. Fuck your sorries, fool. Like you said, you should give them the same energy, because they didn't give a fuck about what kind of energy they were putting out there and putting it on your name.
I agree with you 100%, man. I agree with you.
And that group can suck a dick for real.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for that, my brother. Thank you.
And then Marvelous, fucking, I've been watching you for a minute too, dog, and you spit nothing but the real shit. And what's crazy is that even my girl, I'm always watching your guys' show, and she's like, she doesn't understand why I'm watching, but it's because you guys say bits and pieces of shit that I don't even know about, but I'm interested in it, And
it's real shit, and and he speaks about shit that's important, that needs to be spoken on, and addressing these issues, and he's got knowledge. So you want to listen to people like that, not a bunch of ignorant people that are just talking about a bunch of nonsense.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
So I send mine to both of you guys, and obviously you guys are putting out what people ain't just calling your guys' shit or watching it for nothing, because obviously you guys are doing something right. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, Carnal. Listen, next Friday, I need you to tune into Freaky Tales, bro. We're gonna have a very, very special guest, brother.
Oh, we'll be there.
I'll be watching it, dog. I'll watch it.
Thank you.
It was hard to get a hold of you, so like right now, just talking to you guys, obviously once you get on, it's just
it's all love.
Much love and respect.
You might want to say one thing, and when you get on, it comes out something else. I send mine to you guys, and I appreciate you guys out there fucking doing your thing.
Absolutely.
All my respect, bro.
Have a blessed night, Carnal. You and your girl. Thank you. Okay, let's keep it pushing. I can appreciate good people.
That's dope.
Yeah, let's go. All right. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Get my phone from Lakewood.
What's up, Lakewood? What's up, my brother? How you doing, man?
Good, man. Just calling in, seeing, showing some love right here. Hey, Marvelous.
What's up, homie? How you doing?
Hey, bro, man. I'm a big fan, man. I just been hearing your interviews lately, and I'm a big fan of you too, Tony A. And I was just wondering, when you talk about that organic lifestyle, I was kind of wondering, bro, do you practice what you preach, or you just go along with it like every now and then? Because I've been trying to go for it like real hard, but man, it's pretty hard to do it, bro. To be honest.
You know, to be fully honest with you, bro, the majority of the time, yes, I do. But I mean, I'm like everybody else, bro. And the hard thing for me is that, you know, I have my kids with me. And my kids do not, you know, always want to eat greens. They do not always want to eat vegetables, fruit, and stuff like that. They want burritos from King Taco. They want badass burgers, pizza, you know, like, yeah, all that. So, you know, sometimes it's tough. You know what I mean? It's tough when they're young. You know what I mean? So they can't get the full understanding of why we need to do this. So, but you know, I'm educating them the best that I can. And sometimes they scold me like, hey, Dad, you shouldn't be drinking all that soda. Or, hey, Dad, you shouldn't be, you know, eating all those snacks. So, I mean, it comes with correction. You know what I mean? So we need to just keep correcting ourselves the best we can, bro. You know what I mean? But, yeah, I can't sit here and say that, oh, yeah, you know, this is all I do. And, you know, I'm telling you guys what to do. Like, nah, you know, I'm not like that, bro. I'm going to be fully blunt with you and honest.
I'm the same way, but sorry, cut you off.
No,
I'm
go
the
ahead.
same way, but as far as for me, like I really had to change my lifestyle up and cut salt because I got a heart condition, bro, and that shit kind of fucked me up. And I've been paying attention to this organic lifestyle, and now I noticed that I gotta cut other things as well and just go fully organic and full plant based. But I know what you mean too. With my daughter, I don't want her having too much sugar, but at the same time, she's a kid, so I do spoil her a bit.
Yeah.
But hey, do you know any holistic medicine doctors out there by any chance? Any Indios out there that be helping people out with sicknesses and diseases?
I do. Feel free to DM me in my inbox on Marvelous Inc. _tattoos on Instagram, and I'll give you a couple of people. But you know what? They're out of state, bro. So I mean,
I don't mind, bro. I got the feria, do it. But I actually DM'd you, bro. I know you're a busy man.
Oh man.
I actually DM'd you. I go by Chimazon, and if you ever get a chance, you can look at my DM, and if you could send me that link to those people, man, I'll be grateful for it. For you plug me in, because I'll be definitely down to try something different right now. Because our problem is no joke, man.
Yeah, bro. And if I haven't answered you already, homie, and you send me a message, it might have went to spam. So there's like 3 spam lists that I gotta check, bro, and those are full of messages. And my apologies, homie.
Look, why don't we do this?
No, don't trip, bro. I know you're a busy man.
Mira, carnal, right now when you hang up, just DM him. That way it'll be fresh. Just do that, bro.
Yeah.
No, okay, we'll do.
Okay, carnal. Thank you for calling,
Hey, you do need your own podcast too, brother. You need your own podcast. You'll be the Chicano fucking Joe Rogan out here, bro.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay,
Thank you,
brother.
Thank you, bro.
Hey, much love. Thank you guys for the info. I'm gonna DM you right now.
All right, homie.
All good. Let's keep it pushing. We got a couple of more minutes. Got a couple of more phone calls we got to take. Let's keep them calls coming in. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Hey, Tony, this is the homie Kiki from the city of Escondido.
Oh, okay. What's good, brother?
Hey, Pedro, I got a little bit of time to articulate my thoughts. So I got like 2 questions and a story if time allows.
Okay. Give me one. You could do your story and one question. Because I just want to be considerate. Everybody else is calling in because we get a lot of people calling in. So the story and one question, por favor.
Okay, excuse me. Well, the story first. This was like around like 2016, 2017. The homie was doing bad. It was like 3 other homies and shit. We were sharing like a fucking studio, and there was a dark figure that would pop up like at fucking 3 o'clock in the morning and shit.
Yeah.
I'd wake and it would be staring right there in the corner and shit. So about a year later, when a couple people moved out, another couple people moved in and shit, like we were able to figure out that I thought it was following me at first, but it wasn't following me first. era uno de los camaradas and shit, and you know, we all got to talking and shit, and apparently the homie had been followed since he was doing time in state prison and shit, you know, for whatever the fuck he had done or whatever. So that's just my story on fucking black shadows or black figures following somebody.
No,
you know what I mean? But
now let me ask you about that. Was that the only time you've ever seen it, or you've seen it before or after?
No. Like, the only thing that I've ever suffered from time to time, from like when I was a kid to being a full-grown adult, was like sleep paralysis.
Okay.
But as for like everything being completely dark and pitch black, and then you see like that fucking dark figure in the corner of the room that's darker than the fucking room.
Yeah.
Was that one time a homie was fucking was living with me and shit, you know?
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So what was your question, Carnal?
Yeah. The question was just like on the orb thing, right? Just to clarify, whenever you see white orbs on film, you guys were talking about how like orbs. If I want to get this right, it was orbs are spirits that are left behind that haven't been able to cross through the firmament. Correct?
Correct.
Okay. So there have been multiple comments on one of Tony's videos where he interviewed Wicked from Brownside.
I remember that.
Where people claim that you know, there's a certain orb that crosses through the screen when Wicked mentions Poker's name.
Yes.
So I just wanted to get your thoughts on that.
You know what? I saw it over and over and over again because people kept sending it to me. And
I gotta see that.
Yeah. There was another artist here. I'm trying to remember her name. Icy Lua is a female artist. And she mentioned, I believe, her grandmother who passed away. And people said that they saw an orb as well.
Yeah.
Other than what I saw, I can't explain it. But did I see it? I can't deny it. Yes, I did see it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's...
Okay, so it's established that these entities have stayed here with us and they cannot cross to the other realm, correct? That's all I want to know.
Right. That, but some of the orbs that can break the firmament, that do go to their judgment, those can go. You could actually go on YouTube and type orb leaving body, and there's like a couple of people that have videotaped their grandfather or their dad's passing, and you can see the orb rise out of the body and it's time stamped, and then all of a sudden it'll shoot, fly away. It's a trip. There's also, homie, this is the trippiest one that I ever had. It's a police chase. And this police chase, it ended up being like people died. I don't know if the officer died that was chasing the dude, but all throughout that police chase, through the crash, you see these regular white orbs and these dark shadows that are all in and out the crash scene and going crazy. It's a trip, bro. And I say it's a trip because studying the Book of the Dead and studying what I do, knowing about these energies that, and like the Book of Mary Magdalene, that there's angels and demons that are constantly fighting over your subconscious. Like, what if that is that captured on camera, that they were literally fighting over the subconscious of whatever the officer or the people that were trying to flee, you know, the authorities, and you see all that battle going on within the crash that's going on. That's a trip.
That's fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, homie.
Thank you, Carnal.
Yeah,
Thank you for calling.
Hey, Marvelous, one more thing.
Yeah.
Hey, I just need you to point me in the right direction, bro, real fast. When it comes to the original 12 tribes of Israel, like, can you point me? Is there like any physical literature, like a fucking book or anything besides internet articles?
Oh yeah,
that
bro.
talks about history of our people.
Yeah, you know what? You have me on Instagram, homie. DM me, and I'll get at you tonight. I'll send you pictures of the books that I got, or if you want the names, homie.
I don't do social media, way. That's
shit.
the thing.
Hey, my number,
no Facebook, no Instagram.
Hey, my number's on my Instagram, homie. So if you could just have somebody look at my profile, Marvelous _ Tattoos. Call me after 10, homie.
Muchas gracias.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. Somebody said, El Yuca said, Tony, answer my call. Well, I mean, I'm trying to, carnal. Yucca or Yuca? Okay, let's go. Caller, your name and where you calling from? Okay, they hung up. Caller, your name, where you calling from?
Yo.
What's good, brother? How you doing, man?
Pretty good, man. Calling from Phoenix, Arizona.
Phoenix, Arizona in the building, brother. Hey, man, how hot is it over there right now?
It's pretty hot, man. It's about like 93 degrees out here.
Okay.
But it gets up to like 110, 115 and shit.
Damn, that's hot, bro.
It's getting hot in here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's keep it pushing, bro. You got a question, bro?
Yeah. So, quick question for Marvelous, bro. I don't know if you heard of the dude.
Hello? You didn't just crash, did you?
Oh shit.
Yo.
Okay.
I thought you got into a car crash.
That sounded like a skid, huh?
Yeah. Don't talk and drive.
No, I don't know if you heard my question. I don't know if you heard the dude that does the whole Jesus Christ thing.
Yeah. That one that yells out, Jesus Christ.
What do you think about him?
I think that he has a lot to learn, bro. First of all, that's not his name. The second thing, it's ridiculous how you made this whole thing a skeptic. What do you call that? A mockery, yeah. Sorts, bro. What is he? You know, he's trying to be famous for something, or, I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? Even the people that and it ain't to bash them. I mean, everybody needs prayer, but everybody trying to be the one, like, you know, or like people say, oh, the Maravilla prophet. I hate that shit. Like that, I'm not prophesied anything. There's nothing. All I'm doing is establishing what has already been said. Or if people want to break down scriptures, then let's do that. Or if people want information, whatever I could help or assist them with furthering their knowledge or wisdom, I want to help that, you know. But that is a straight mockery. He doesn't. Not to put him down either, but like I said, there's a lot to learn. You know what I mean? With the study of scripture, precept upon precept, and not just reading the Bible just like a book, and also studying Aramaic and Hebrew, and maybe studying, you know, ancient Paleo Hebrew, and the way it's written. There's a lot, you know, that people that do study it, they find out that that's not his name, and whose name is that? Why have you been saying that name? You know, I don't know. It's ridiculous and ignorant, bro. I think.
Yeah, I feel you, dog. I feel like he just does it, you know, just for the attention and everything like that.
Yeah.
All good,
But yeah, man, that was my question, bro.
All good. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you for calling in.
All right, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Marvelous. So we come to the end. You got a couple more minutes still?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to hold you, carnal. Okay. Let's go. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, what's up, Tony A? This is Yuka from Chicago. How you doing?
What's up, my brother? I'm having a blessed night tonight. How you doing tonight, bro?
That's what's up. I'm doing pretty good. Listen, I got a paralysis story I want to share with y'all.
Please share with us.
So this was a few years ago, right? This was during the time I went through like a little breakup with my ex. So I was drinking a lot in my mom's basement. I wasn't doing too good, so I was drinking in the basement a lot. And it was real cold down there. You know, I was going through it. And I would go to sleep at night. And early in the morning, like I want to say like around 5 or 6, I would wake up. And this is like the time between in between awake and asleep. I don't know what it's called, but I figured out it was called paralysis because my body was there. But my mind was like, didn't know if I was awake or asleep. But I would hear somebody jumping on the bed. My eyes were wide open, and I'm looking, and I'm scared. I'm scared to pop my head out the sheet. Yeah. So I'm looking, but my body can't move for nothing. Damn. And then I felt the pressure on my chest, and I vividly remember, like I could hear the steps from the floor climb on top of the bed, and I'm scared to look until I look up, and there's nobody there. But I felt somebody there. And I couldn't move for shit. And then I couldn't breathe for about like 5 seconds. Till I finally, and you know, I heard one of your callers say something about you got to pray to God or something like that. And I have a real religious friend who said you got to pray to God, pray to the rosary. But in my mind, the only thing I could think about was like, fuck you, fuck this spirit, right?
mind over whatever. My mind, my spirit is stronger than this. So I kept saying, fuck you. I know you're here. I don't know who you are, but you're not going to, whatever the fuck is going on, I'm going to overpower you till I finally, my body just leaped out of bed and I ran the fuck out of that basement.
Yeah.
It didn't happen to me just that one time. It happened to me again. The second time, it was the same thing, and I knew it was happening again. So my mind told my body, you got to fight this. Focus on getting your body up. If this demon or whatever the hell it is trying to stop you from breathing, overpower it. And I did. But eventually I couldn't take it. You know, my brother, he was an alcoholic at the time. He ended up sleeping in that room. We didn't talk too much about it. I didn't tell nobody about it until finally my mom told me that my brother had the same experience, except he had a dream that he was looking at himself sleeping on the ground. And I'm not going to get into it. It gets complicated, but I just wanted to share that story. But I later found out that there was like a woman next door that died. She was a cat lady, and the neighbor abandoned the house, and then the cats took over the house for years. So I eventually figured that it was the spirit of that neighbor next door. Okay. I just wanted to share that. It's something I think about a lot because these cats will like huddle in a circle in the backyard, and like it looked like they were having a meeting. And I feel like cats can communicate with the dead because these cats, they were alley cats that will crowd around the neighbor's house. They will hang in the alley, and I would hear them at night having sex and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I don't know if anybody out there has any experience with cats communicating with the dead spirits, but I feel it has something to do with it because in the backyard, these cats will like crowd around in like groups.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like they were in a circle communicating like human beings, and it's crazy. I've never seen nothing like that before.
You know, it's funny real quick. It's funny you say cats, and this is just a movie. Have you ever seen the movie Constantine with Keanu Reeves?
Mm-hmm.
He uses the cat to travel into the underworld, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the only thing that comes to mind, bro. But that's a pretty wild story. So if you want to share.
Yeah, what you're saying, bro, and this ain't even to make it sound all crazy or nothing like that, and I'm sure a lot of people have a lot of things to say about things that I say, but that cat shit, that shit is real, bro. You know, where I'm, you know, I'm not gonna get where I'm at, but I had that thing happen to me where there's a person that lives where I live at, and they have cats. They keep on having cats, and they call her the cat lady, and people on the block know her, and these cats, literally, there's like 2 cats that die every month. They're getting run over. I've literally killed 2 of them by accident by backing up, you know, and they didn't want to move from the back of my tire. I didn't even see them, you know. But I did have an instance where I was having a crazy ass dream one time, and I had woke up and there was a cat at my door, and it was literally around that time, around in the morning, and I mean like 3 in the morning, and this cat literally, and this is gonna sound smoked out, but this cat literally threatened me, like threatened my life to not do what I'm doing. Like literally, it was crazy. And I don't know, these cats, like you said, it's crazy that you bring up these cats because that's all I'm thinking about. You hear these cats having sex, these cats, and I always shoo them away. Like get the hell out of here. Like I don't want them by my door, none of that shit.
Wait, hold
Another
on.
weird thing.
Hold on, the cat threatened you?
The cat literally threatened me, bro.
So
it spoke, bro. Like, and I didn't even want to tell the story because it sounds like some smoked out shit.
I mean, because you know what, on Freaky Tales, we've talked about animals speaking, bro. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and say I think you're crazy. Mm-hmm. It's just like, wow, you know what I'm saying? So, go ahead, brother.
You know what's weird? I'm gonna let you go. I don't want to take up your time, but another thing, this house, these cats, I think these cats were like communicating with this dead lady's spirit, like that was there. I would literally walk out of the house, and there will be a cat standing in the middle of the street staring at the house. It was weird as hell.
Wow.
It doesn't happen anymore, but it used to happen. But I just wanted to share that. It just contribute to the show. So y'all have a good night, man. Peace out.
Hey, brother, real quick. Make sure you tune in next Friday, bro, to Freaky Tales, okay? Tune in next Friday.
I'm a regular. I'll be here.
All right, my brother. Have a blessed night, homie.
All right, later.
Let's go. All right. Wow, that was news to me, brother. So, okay, let's keep these calls going. Okay, let's see. Caller, your name, where you calling from?
What up, Tony?
Who the hell was that? Caller, your name, where you calling from? Hello, caller.
What's going on, Tony A?
What's up, brother?
Marvelous. What's up, you guys?
What's up, homie?
Yeah, I was just listening to you guys. You guys talking about cats.
Yeah.
And I have a cat. You know, my wife, my two twins and shit. And the cat just hates me. Like, literally, I wouldn't know if I had a cat if they didn't send me videos of this little motherfucker coming out when they came out. Only because I got it wet. And then, like, I had this sleep paralysis shit. And I could remember fucking in my sleep paralysis, I mustered all the fucking strength I had. And I fucking stuck my left hand out, and it felt like I was touching the bottom jaw of a fucking tiger or a leopard. It felt like that. What do you guys think about that shit? Like, it hates me so much. It's just like bringing bad juju here, or what?
You know,
it takes a shit all over my clothes, all over on my side of the bed. Like, it's crazy.
Well, me, I'm going to be 100, bro. I don't ever, it's hard for me to answer that because I didn't grow up with pets. I didn't. So I've never had a cat or a dog inside my house. But I've had homies that when they got with the girl bought their cat. And they have told me that fucking cat doesn't like me. But that's as far as it went. You know, I don't know. What do you think, man? There's an 80s movie called Cat's Eye.
Yeah, in A Cat's Eye, bro. 3 stories in it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. With the last one being like a duende.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's taking the oxygen.
Is there any type of truth to that?
Yeah, that's true, bro. We can bring that up on Freaky Tales. Yeah, but I don't know. I never like cats. I like dogs. But yeah, cats are more. I don't know. They're more evil to me. I mean, I don't know why that I feel that way, but I feel that, you know, dogs can sense evil. Cats are just I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, but this is my feeling, you know. I don't like cats. Cats are just, I don't know, bro. I don't like cats. I wouldn't want a cat.
Hey, Marvelous, want to hear something?
Go for it.
You want to hear something crazy?
Go for it, bro.
Like, my mom's cat, his name was Mitchell, rest in peace, Mitchell. He got ate up by coyotes. He was one of my best friends, you know, like, that motherfucker loved me. He was fucking cool. He was like a dog, cool, like, straight up. And I just, for the life of me, I can't understand why this cat, it just fucking hates me. You know? And we're just talking about cats. I called him and I was, damn. Is this bitch evil? Should I get rid of this bitch?
I'd get rid of him. I go, you know, take him, go give him to somebody, homie. Like, don't have that shit in your house. If you feel that type of way, you feel that much about it, that you shouldn't have to live like that, you know.
Hey, you know what? Gotcha. I'm gonna take it to the
I'm not saying to kill it though.
Let somebody else do this shit.
Oh, good, bro.
Yeah, no, I hope they don't kill it. I don't want it to die.
Okay, my brother.
Hey, but you know what? You guys want to trip? You guys want to trip one more time? What her name is?
What?
Her name is Uzi.
Uzi. All good, Carnal. Thank you,
yeah,
man.
Yeah, the cat's name is Uzi.
Oh, good.
Have a good night, fellas.
You too,
Have
bro.
a blessed night, homie. Okay, let's keep it pushing. We got a couple more minutes. Let's see. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Her name is Uzi.
Caller.
Hey, what's up, Tony?
What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
And Marvelous. Hey, I'm doing all right, man. I'm coming from South Central LA. You're Michael Cayo. My name is Tony as well. Everybody calls me Toto.
All good.
The question I had was for both of you guys. I just wanted to, you know, I'm not sure if I'm having some issues in my life or what's going on, but the thing is that, what do you guys think about, like, you know, and I'm talking for myself, like, every day when I go to sleep, I'm always having thoughts about killing people. and that shit's bothering the fuck out of me, but
Hey, bro, do me a favor. Turn down your TV, please. Turn on your TV because we hear an echo.
Okay. Is that better?
Yes, sir. So you said...
Is that better?
Yeah,
okay.
You have dreams of what?
Yeah, so I was saying... Yeah, no. I'm not having dreams. Like, it's like I'm trying to go to sleep, but meanwhile, while I'm trying to go to sleep, it's like all these little thoughts are going through my head, and it's always the same thing about either killing people, and it's gone as far as I'm seeing myself killing family members, and it's fucked up, even my own kids and stuff like that. So, I just wanted to see, like, what you guys, what's your take on that?
Okay, let me ask you one question, bro.
Yeah.
What is there certain things you like to watch on TV or whatnot? Because many times, there are things that I watch, and when I go to bed, they really like, if you will, fill my mind, and it's hard for me to go to bed because my mind is still spinning on whatever I just watched. So is there anything that you could possibly be feeding your brain that's possibly could be affecting you?
Well, I could say that I'm a person that's all into like horror movies and stuff like that. I don't know, maybe if that's one of the things that triggers it.
It is.
But
go ahead and speak on it.
It's like, yeah, but I hate that. I hate that trip because I see myself like doing things to family members, friends, and it trips me out all the time.
Well.
So I just wanted to see it.
Let me ask you this, homie. Why do you think that? Or do you think it's triggered by something? Why do you think you have that urge, bro, or those thoughts?
Yeah, I've been like, I've been hard on myself, like thinking about it all the time, I even, I'll put my hands down and I even pray to God and I say, God, like, why am I going through this? Or, why is this happening to me? But, I mean, it's algo que me saca de onda, you know what I'm saying? But,
no,
I just wanted to share that,
I know what you mean, bro. Two things with me. When I was a teenager, I opened up my own video store. And I'm going to be real with you, and I'm going to be real with Marvelous. My number one thing that I used to play throughout the day was horror movies. And I used to go to sleep with fucking nightmares. And many times I used to go to bed and lay there, and I used to see myself like those killers in those movies. Okay? And it's so weird, bro, because you kind of role play that in your mind like, I can do that. And I'm just a teenager. Right. I'm just a teenager, but that's what I was feeding myself, a steady diet of horror movies. And eventually it could play a role in your life. So I think that's what you're kind of saying, bro. And now, at the same time, as a youngster, a lot of veteranos used to come to our neighborhood and tell us about the stuff that they used to do. And as a kid, you kind of think to yourself like, wow. And you glorify the stories that they tell you. I go to bed, and that's what I think of. So, but that's what I was feeding my mind. And it wasn't until maybe my early 20s that I began to study and I began to read. And I began to, if you will, reprogram my mind with good and positive things. So
I feel you.
So I think.
Well, thanks for the input.
Yeah, in my opinion, and it's just my opinion, bro. I'm not a doctor or anything like that. My thing is begin to feed your mind good things, and those things eventually will begin to exit out. Can I ask him something? Yeah, go ahead. I got a guy that wants to ask you.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you something real quick. Are you really stressed out or something? Is like your job really fucking you up or what, man?
I don't know. It could be the fact that lately the last couple of months, I started deteriorating with my health conditions. I have diabetes and health issues, and that's caused me to I had to leave my job and everything. So right now it's kind of hard, because my wife is the only one that's working and she's providing everything at home. But it could be that too, 100 reasons that probably because I'm home, I'm stuck all the time. It's like I don't get out as much, and maybe I'm just doing this to myself or causing this to myself. But
yeah, you need to get rid of those negative thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's probably just those negative thoughts that you're there by yourself and stuff like that. That'll trigger stuff like that too.
Yeah. Anything you want to add to that, Marvelous?
Right. Nah.
Well, a little bit about what both of you guys said. You know, clearing your mind and that bad energy that you got, bro. But you know, there's normal reactions that we have towards people that have hurt us or whatever, and maybe they're enemies. Like if you were from a neighborhood or somebody really hurt your family member and you kind of want to take them out. But where you really need to stop yourself, homie, and really think about this shit. And you're sharing a something very personal that people don't share like that when you talk about your kids. You know, those are your kids, homie.
Right.
Your
Exactly.
kids, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Man.
don't ever
Exactly. Yeah,
hurt
yeah.
your kids, bro. And you know that, right?
No, exactly. No, eso sí, serio. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so...
But, you know, that's what I'm saying, you know, because that's been bothering me for quite a while now, and it's like, you know, I hate that feeling, you know? I mean...
Yeah, so
for
shit that
anybody
shit
out
out
there
of you,
that's
homie.
probably going through the same thing as myself, exactly.
Yeah,
No, I appreciate that, man. Gracias for the input, man, and I also wanted to, you know, commend you guys for the good job you guys are doing, you know, supporting the Raza all the time, especially you, Marvelous, you know, giving us, you know, cultura, you know, stuff for us, you know, and gracias, you know, gracias just for hearing me out, you know. You guys keep up the good work, and
Hey, real quick, if you feel free to DM me, homie, message me, bro, you know, and we'll chop it up like more about it, right?
Yeah. All right, I appreciate that,
real,
Marvelous.
bro.
I appreciate it.
All right,
thank you.
Órale, gracias, man. I
All right,
appreciate that. Órale.
You know, Marvelous, have you ever heard that saying, idle mind is the devil's workshop?
Yeah, facts.
And the thing is, he's not working, so he's just at home.
Nothing, consuming himself.
Yes, so. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
My name is Julio, and I'm calling from Napa.
How you doing,
the
Julio?
area. I'm doing good, and you guys?
Brother, I'm blessed, bro. You'll never hear me complain. I'm always good, bro. You got a question?
I bet. So I got a question. I got a question for both of you.
Yes, sir.
If you would recommend a book to anyone, what book would you recommend? It could be any type of self-help books, novels, anything.
Or you want me to go first? That's up to you.
Go ahead, bro. You go first.
I'm going to be honest with you 100%, okay? I recommend 66 books all in one, and it's the Bible. That's just for me.
The Bible?
Yeah, from Genesis all the way to Revelation. 39 books in the Old Testament, 27 books in the New. I know there's other books that go in there with the Apocrypha, but me, that's where I get all my wisdom and knowledge from, bro. From the Bible. It's a beautiful book.
Okay.
I believe it's true. And, you know, start from the very beginning. Start from the very
So you've read all those books?
Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. You go to the New Testament, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, First Acts, First and Second Corinthians, Romans, and I can keep going on. It changed my whole life, bro. It changed my whole life. Don't listen to people who tell you stay away from that book. It's been retranslated. It's been rewritten in this. Well, not rewritten. It's been retranslated so people could understand it today. Because when it was translated from Hebrew, Greek, and
Latin,
certain parts, yes, Aramaic to Latin, and then from Latin to English, the 1611 King James Bible. It's hard to read the King James Bible because it has thys, nays, and thous. Get yourself a new King James version. At least that's what I would read. And start from the very beginning, bro. Do not read it like a religious book. Look at it as a history book. And believe me, it really, really helped me, bro. There's many stories in there that really have blessed my life, bro. So that's my book.
All right. I'll keep that into consideration. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
My answer would be similar. But what I would say is study. I can't say one book, bro. Like, because I would literally have to tell you or direct you in a way where you study your history. And there's multiple books to find out, you know, your bloodline or your lineage, and then get into the Bible and study the way it tells you to study precept upon precept. You could start out by downloading an app on your phone. It's called the Blue Letter Bible, and it breaks down the words in different in definitions in Aramaic, Hebrew, Latin, and English, and it'll give you the correct meanings of what those words mean. So you don't go off into your own mind and think that, oh, God's talking about this when it really wasn't, or this word means this and it really doesn't. You know, so go back to the beginning on where it comes from, the Torah, and study it precept upon precept. Don't read it, study it. And that's what I would say, bro. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
He said something very powerful. He said, "Don't read it, study it. There's a difference."
Yeah.
All right.
Honestly, let me tell you
Thank
something.
you very much.
Yeah, it will bless you, bro. Okay. We got a couple of more minutes. Let's see. Caller. Probably got time for about 3 more phone calls after this. Caller, your name, where are you calling from?
Yo, what's up, Tony? This is Rob D, and I'm calling from Phoenix, Arizona.
Phoenix, Arizona. What's up, my brother? How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm great, brother. I'm originally from Fresno, CALI, but I've been out here for the last couple years, and I just want to tell you I'm watching. I've been watching. Of course, we all know, I'm 46 years old, so we all know who the Wizard is. We all come from that golden era of hip-hop and West Coast rap. I appreciate what you've been doing. I have a real serious question that I wanted to ask you, bro. Just, just because of all the stuff that's happened in the YouTube world with everything, and then what happened, as we heard a few days ago, the Savage Studios was murdered outside the tattoo shop. I just wanted to know how you felt about it. Did it bother you? Do you feel anything about it, or do you feel nothing about it?
Well, you know what? In all fairness, we had just got off the Freaky Tales episode, and we started getting messages and actually phone calls that he had just gotten killed. That's what, at least what we heard. I wasn't sure.
Wow.
And then we heard that Gunner Collective made a video. Like, was it like 15 minutes? Like he had just posted it 15 minutes or 45 minutes ago, something like that. I wasn't sure, bro, like what to feel, because you got to understand that I've had homies that were killed in front of me, and then I have had homies when I've been at a club, when I've gone home and all my homies are out there in my crib and they're like, "Hey, so-and-so got killed." It's a different type of feeling.
Yeah.
I never met Savage, bro. I don't know Savage. I never spoke to Savage. He called here one time and he spoke to my guest Bozo. I never had words with him. The sad part about it is that he decided to pick on me, and I was told, and I'm going to say this in front of you and in front of you, sir. Don't entertain that. Don't say nothing. Don't speak on it. And that's where I left it. So when people told me he just got killed, I felt the same way. I'm not going to speak on it. I'm not going to say anything. It's hard for me to feel something about someone that I don't know about. Like I don't know this person.
Whatever.
And so all I can do is just be honest, bro. But from what I've seen and from what people have posted, a lot of people said, and this is not coming from me, and I want to be very careful saying this. A lot of people said that, why did it take so long? It's sad to hear that, bro, because let me tell you something.
Crazy.
When I leave this earth, honestly, I want to be missed, bro. I want to be missed. I want people to say Tony was a good dude. It saddens me that this man has passed away, and I see nothing but negative about him. Who wants to leave like that?
Yeah.
So my message to this next generation is, you know what? If you made an impact in this world, then they'll miss you.
Yep.
Then they'll miss you. So I don't know if I answered your question, man, but I'm coming from the heart.
You surely did, Tony, and I can see you came straight from your soul, and I appreciate that, bro. And I was watching, and I saw the episode when all that happened.
Yeah. So
and I didn't like it. I didn't appreciate it because, like, I met homies back in the days from San Bernardino, Riverside, and other places out there while I was in Fresno. I was hooked up with a lot of things, and I met a lot of cool homies from down south.
Yeah.
But, being from Fresno, there's a lot of stuff that goes on. So when I saw what Savage was doing in the midst of everything going on, and him going and, trying to come at you with all that stuff, I didn't like that. And I had lost a little bit of respect for the guy as a person. But just like you said, bro, just to know that people were like, F this guy, it's good that, why didn't it happen sooner? That part rubs me the wrong way as well. Now, I don't condone anything he did. He dug a hole for himself. He did a lot of things that you shouldn't do. We know, man, as Raza here in California, especially out there, we know the do's and don'ts, whether you're tied in or you're not, or you're a dropout or whatever the fuck it is. And, I don't condone the shit he did, bro. But, on the real, man, Tony, much respect, bro. I watch your show religiously. MC Wicks is is a cat, a homeboy of mine from
Yes.
Fresno. I've been knowing that cat since he was in high school, bro. My nephew was telling me he was in high school tearing shit up.
You know
now,
what?
Me and him go way back, and he's a good dude, bro. He's a good vato.
And you know what? I reached out to Wix, bro. When I saw him on YouTube, I reached out to him and I told him, I need to have you here on my podcast. But let me say one last thing about Savage, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm correct, I believe he's 30 years old and he's passed away, okay? Mm-hmm. Here's what saddens me as a parent, that my son is 31. My son has already outlived him. And and the thing that hurts me the most is that I wouldn't be able to live anymore if my son passed away. So that's the hard part, that this guy was only 30 years old, man.
He's still young.
Yeah, he was young.
He had a lot to learn.
Yeah, so that's all I can say, my bro. So muchas gracias, bro, for calling.
Hey, no problem, bro. I'll keep watching, and you guys keep doing your thing. Much love, respect. I'm out.
Yes, sir. Okay, we got one last call. So let's go. I know a lot of people say, Tony, I've been calling. One last call. Let's go. Okay. Caller, your name or where you calling from? Please turn on your TV.
Hey, what's up, Tony? This is Mendoza.
What's up, Mendoza? How you doing? Where you calling from, bro?
Yeah, it's Mendoza from Indiana.
Okay, Indiana. All right. Are you
Yes,
talking about South Bend, Indiana, or?
Nah, I don't even know where that's at. I think it's up north, but I'm kind of like in the southern part.
Okay. South Bend, Indiana is always about Chicago. Okay. Go for it, bro. You got a question? You're the last caller, homie.
All right. Yeah. Just wanted to add to the sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
Stories. So I used to have the same issue, you know, and still want to say that I kind of looked up to the lifestyle that you guys portray, you know, and so I was in that lifestyle for a while, and but not too long ago I gave my life to the Lord, and well, I've seen some stuff now in my journey with God. I've seen some stuff, and I used to have that issue, and I used to always ask God, it's like, man, God, how come you ain't protecting me? And I'm walking with you. And I used to pray a lot, you know, and I wouldn't get no answer. But then, like, but I also saw it on other people. One time I was in jail, and I was there. Like, it was just we were in the pod, but there was just four of us, and I used to work out like real late. Like, I'll probably start like around 12.
Yeah.
And then like, I don't know how many hours I would work out, and but I would hit the showers late night. And so one time when I was showering, I heard the door pop open, and I was like, I don't know, I guess the cops, you know, they just came in to check or something. But yeah, once I got out, I found out that they took some dude to medical, and I'm like, oh really? I was like, what happened? I was like, I asked some other dude, and the dude was like, I don't know, man, he's just going crazy. I'm like, oh, for real? Yeah. So when dude came back, man, he was like pale, man. He was a white dude, but he was already pale, man. He had bloodshot eyes, man. I was like, he was spooked. And then he was telling us what the experience that he was having. So he said that in a dream, some form, I don't know what, some form was chasing him, and it caught up to him, and it kind of like put his, I guess, I don't know, arms or whatnot around him, and it started squeezing him. And so that's where I guess he got all red in the face, and eyes were bloodshot.
Yeah.
And so, back then, at that point, I was serving the Lord. I was new, and I prayed for the guy, and so next night, I was kind of alert. I was thinking maybe it's gonna happen again, and sure enough, man, around the same time, it happened, and he told us a different story of what he experienced.
Yeah.
And I prayed for him again, and I lent him my Bible, and he slept with it. But and he also prayed and all that. But it happened the third time. But then the third time, I don't know. There's this thing called in Christianity. It's called rebuking. So I started rebuking. I was kind of new to it, but I mean, I just felt led to do that.
Right.
But later on, I found out that on one of the stalls, the bathroom stalls, there was like there was a library in that jail, and they had some form of I guess witchcraft, devil worshiping and all that stuff, kind of books.
Right.
And so there was a pentagram, and like the devil worshippers or satanics. Sometimes they're writing like backwards. Right. So I can't remember what all was there. Right. But I ended up erasing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
My brother, I need you to get to your point, because we're all intrigued.
Okay.
But I need you to get to your point with all due respect, carnal. Honestly.
Yeah, it's cool. All right, but all right, so that so that's what I just wanted to say, that this what transpired that time. And so in my last encounter with sleep paralysis, like I mentioned, I was praying to the Lord, asking him why. And so one night, it happened again, and but this time I was more conscious of what was going on, and I did call out the name of Jesus, and I mean, I tried to move and wake up and all that, I couldn't. But then, there was a small voice coming from deep inside me.
Yeah,
it was small, but then it got bigger, and then I could say Jesus out loud, and so that's when I woke up. And another time, though, they tried to attack me again, but then this time I feel like I had more strength, and so I could grab the thing. I was swinging my arms, and I grabbed it, and I believe it was by the neck. I just grabbed it, and then I just ever since then, it's it kind of stopped. But yeah, man, just want to give a shout out to you guys.
Thank you.
Like I mentioned, I used to look up to you guys, and I used to come from a lifestyle that you guys live. But I mean, I haven't lost touch. I try to keep up and pray for you guys.
Thank you.
You guys you guys come out of the lifestyle, man, because really, man, it doesn't. It don't take no scientist, man, but it just doesn't have a good ending.
Absolutely. Thank you, Colonel. Thank you for calling and sharing that, being part of the show, bro. So, what was your name again? Where are you calling from?
Mendoza. I'm calling from Indiana.
Indiana. Okay. Gracias, Colonel. You have a blessed night. Thank you for sharing. We greatly appreciate this. And that was the last caller. You know one thing, Marvelous? Here's the crazy part, bro, is that this whole thing turned into Freaky Tales.
Yeah.
Now, it's not a bad thing, because we just opened it up for conversation. But the crazy part thing is that all of these people have experienced the same thing pretty much all over the world, bro.
Yeah.
It's got to be something real.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this, and before we go, we give our shout outs. Have you ever suffered from sleep paralysis?
Yeah, it happened one time to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, multiple times. And it's funny, as weird as it may sound, whenever I was trying to do good, that's when it came.
Oh, man.
So other than that, anything you want to add to this before we, bounce out of here? Anything you want to say?
No, just thank you once again to all the people that tune in and you know, share their stories, share wisdom, give, you know, respects for, you know, what we're trying to do or the message that we're trying to push, you know, and shout out to all the real people that see through all the bullshit, you know. Try to have that discernment, or at least pray for discernment, that you're able to discern, you know, people's energies, you know, good energy, bad energy, whether they're lying, whether they're not lying. And just, you know, it sucks to some people that you got to cut out of your life, whether they're family or not. But, you know, not everybody that calls themselves family is blood. You know, you got to really, you know, keep your circle, you know, small, keep the righteous ones by you, you know, that are going to help you on your wherever you're trying to go, you know. So that's
absolutely. You know, there were several things that you said, you know what, it's like pretty much keep your circle small, and it's true, because I can count my friends on one hand and have fingers left over, okay?
Yeah.
And don't trust everyone, and don't believe everything that everybody tells you.
Yeah.
Do your own research, and do not be afraid to question the person that's telling you, this happened to me, this happened to me, this happened to me. If they get defensive right away, or they start saying, well, you know me. No, bro, like, I'm just not going to believe everything you tell me.
Yep.
You know? And you said a powerful statement earlier. You said, homies have gotten killed. Neighborhoods have gone to war over a fucking bitch. And when I say bitch, I don't call women bitches. So I want to, once again, reiterate that. I don't call women bitches. I call bitches bitches.
Right.
So a lot of you fucking dumb assholes know what the fuck you're doing. You want motherfuckers to go to war over you? So you make a fucking lies. Oh, your boy slapped me. Your boy grabbed my ass. Your boy was trying to get with me. Your boy fucking squeezed my titty. You know, I slipped and tripped and your boy's dick fell inside of my pussy.
What the heck?
He raped me. Stop. Honestly, stop. Like, question these hoes. I don't call women hoes. I call hoes hoes. Okay? So that's all I'm saying. Like, stop fucking lying. Start questioning. And we're spreading awareness to all you fake ass hoes that are going around trying to start war between homies. You know what the first thing that they'll do, Marvelous, is like, say I'm a chick and I got beef with you now because you didn't pay me no attention. I'm going to contact all your homies. He did this to me. He did this in my soft voice. He did this to me. He did this to me. Marvelous did that to you? Yes, he did. Fuck Marvelous. Can you repost that?
Man.
And then social media balls come in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you do post it, and then later you're like, oh, I'm sorry.
You know what's crazy? Honestly, carnal, I've never met a hater in person. I've only met him online. I've only met him online. There was this one guy that came up to me and called me this bullshit, and I fucking went at it. I had time that day. I went at it. She told me that you would never, ever talk shit to me. That's what he said. Who's she? And he told me. It was her. I was like, fuck, bro. You believe that fucking soft voice, puppy ass, and fake titties? But anyways, other than that, Marvelous, any shout outs you want to give?
Nah, just to you, homie. Thank you for letting me be part of this platform.
We had
And
a
once
good
again,
time,
to the fellas, yeah, that you know, the editing team.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Next Friday, Freaky Tale. You do not want, not this Friday, next Friday. Subscribe, like, comment, dislike, doesn't matter. As long as you guys watch, you don't want to miss it. It's going to be fucking very
be a
fucking
banger.
Yep. Yes, absolutely. So other than that, let me give a shout out to Alex Cervantes Enterprise. Let me give a shout out to Norbert. Norbert is an amazing promoter of our team. My son B. Scallons for helping me promote and push this shit. And let me give a shout out to the Hip Hop Jedi and to all the fans out there, because we wouldn't be shit without you guys. Once again, thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting, being on the live chat. And for those who don't like being on the live chat, just want to sit at home eating frijoles and fucking, you know, carne asada or chile rojo or chile verde with rice and beans, whatever. Thank you for tuning in, man. We truly appreciate you. We truly appreciate all the callers. And once again, this is our first, if you will, episode of Conversations With. So whenever somebody fucking cancels, we're going to have conversations with Marvelous. So other than that, so make sure you guys cancel. And we out of here. So see you guys here Sunday. Have a blessed one. We're out of here.
Got him! Got him! You got it.